Right, Hugh, get this fucking terrible party started.
How's that sound?
Fucking hell, it's peaked.
We have peaked. Hello every patchling out there, this is the Patches In podcast. We're back again for another 2-hour long shitfest.
Whoa!
You're selling this well, Hugh.
I know.
Have we actually started? Have we started? Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that really the intro?
I'm here with Hamish
Hi, everyone.
and Dom.
Hey guys.
I thought I'd mix it up because we start off every podcast the same and I don't like routine.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, look at the routine that we get in the podcast.
I like how, see when we've got like obviously a group chat and we put in like, when's everyone free? And like, it takes like 4 days to figure that fucking maze out. What about Friday afternoon? I'm only free Friday between 1 and 3.
Yeah, I can do these 2 hours. I was like, alright, okay, well, how about this day? I was like, nah, my aunts, cousins, dogs getting shampooed and like,
It's fucking ridiculous, isn't it? Like, I hate this growing up, this living adult lives. It's bullshit.
No, you still need to get a 95 like it's 1980s again.
Mate, that's nothing. It's just because I'm so in demand. Like I've got commitments, mate. People want to see me. I know that's a strange concept for you, but it's true.
I also don't believe you. Like, he was just sitting in the house ignoring his phone. Like, if I don't talk to them, they think I'm busy.
Like when anyone phones me, I'm like, wait, I can't pick it up yet. I need to let it ring 3 times so someone thinks I was doing something.
I was breathing heavy down the phone. Like, oh, sorry, I was out a jog.
Or putting music on in the background. Oh yeah, I'm in the club, mate.
guys, calm it down over there. Calm it down.
It's 2 o'clock in the afternoon, mate. Like.
So that's an insight to Hamish's social life.
Yep. It's all a farce.
You okay, Dom?
I am fine,
You
man.
getting the news ready because
The host is useless at it.
Yeah, well, I'll grab some stuff that I was talked about. I don't
He's
know
trying to
about
take
you
over.
guys.
I know he's always
Yeah,
trying
you
to
trying
take
to take
over.
us
isn't he?
over. Like, you gonna take
Won't
that?
let us stream.
I know.
Like,
Yeah.
holds the Twitch fucking hostage for us.
Yeah. Yeah, I do. Honestly, I just go like, oh man, all these days it should be filled up and wish that someone else could do it. Do you know what? No, fuck those guys.
To be fair, the last time I was gonna stream, we had a conflict, and I was like, "Do you want to do it, Dom?" And you're like, "Yeah," and I was like, "Okay, thank God."
I now have a ready-made excuse. Sinead melted my Ethernet cable with a candle.
Wait, do she's like, no more internet for you?
I've seen those videos you look at after I go to bed.
Kill that fucking TikTok.
It's not seeing them, it's the surround sound.
I was like, what's everyone clapping about?
I don't do that. Let's not make that a thing. Hey, Hamish, can you tell everyone your good news?
What's my good news? I never have good news.
No, you did. You passed something.
Oh yeah, I mean I've talked about it before. Like I had my wee.
Can you name it again?
Well,
because Hugh wasn't really paying attention last week, if he's going to be honest.
No.
All right, okay. Well, I think I've told you before about the assistant manager thing.
I don't care about that. The other thing.
But then, so like I'm upstairs in the salon washing the dogs and stuff like that, and like I wasn't actually meant to have my assessment. Like it wasn't even booked, and then Laura, the manager, she was like, so like, when do you want to do this? And I was like, oh, whenever, just book it, we'll get it done. And then she was like, you're in on Tuesday, do you want to do it? And I was like, yeah, sure, that's fine. And then she looked at the dogs that were in, she was like, actually, do you want to just do it today? So I was like, yeah, fuck it, why not? So I just did that. And Hugh doesn't care about any of this, apart from the fact that it's called Power to Your Paws.
That's an amazing name.
Yeah.
No,
He's like, yeah, you got me.
a company, they love a fucking pun. Like, honestly, anywhere in the, like, any pun, any animal related pun that you can think of, it will be there. Like, it's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Tell us some more.
I honestly can't remember, but like, it's like see in the mornings when you have meetings, we don't have meetings, we have shoals, like a shoal of fish and stuff like that. And
I love that. I love how awful that is.
yeah, it's honestly, that's the level of it. Like, that's the smartest one. It's not good, but it basically means that even when I'm not upstairs, it's another 50 pence for every hour that I work.
Hey.
Upstairs or downstairs or whatever.
pretty good.
So yeah, so in celebration.
Yeah.
Spark in a can.
Yeah, and I finally had my like actual graduation party thing.
Oh, how did that go? Because I remember you were talking about it the last time when you're like,
I
can we
a
get
party.
it for the 12 PM one so it's okay to start drinking at that time?
Yeah, there wasn't any drinking, there was cupcakes.
Uh-huh.
and like my one was at 9 in the morning, so cupcake at 9, the cupcake for breakfast. That was great.
Nice.
Awesome.
And we like had to talk about all of it. And I was like,
feelings.
it was great, guys. Yeah.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah.
I'm here all the time.
And then we got like wee certificates and all that shit. Had to fucking pose for pictures because we've got like our own internal social media shit.
Yeah,
And they're like, oh yeah, let's promote this and show that we're all
In this
together. And
Yeah.
and I was like, I don't want to be here at all.
Cringe, man.
But I did get a mug, right? There was 4 of us there, and we had there was 3 dog mugs, and I got the cat mug, and my area manager Annie, she loves cats. She was like, that's a special one. You can have that one, James. That's a special one. And I'm like, I like dogs though. I didn't say that obviously. I was like, oh, thank you. And so it's just a stupid wee cat on it, and it says, "Meow's it going?"
Look at that's amazing.
That sounds alright, man. Like,
Well, congratulations, man. Well deserved, because
Damn right it is.
all that hard work, all those dogs you had to shampoo, and yeah.
No. This was this was a different thing. I've had 2 promotions. Right?
he knows how to brush fish's hair now as well.
Wow.
Yeah.
Down at the Coral Reef.
I mean, some fish do have hair, Hugh.
I'm just making a joke. Like, just move on.
I know. I don't actually know if they do. I'm just
Because we ended up giving Paige a bath a few days ago, me and Angie, and she did not like the bath at all. And after we dried her off and that, she just sort of was just giving us the stinky eye the whole time, just like,
why did you do that to
why
me?
did you? And I was like, Paige is alright. No, and she just was in a huff with us. The last time I think I seen her in a huff with us, I was actually talking to Angie. She's like, when's the last time you've seen her like that? I went, I think when I cut down her food. So you went for that. I think that's the last time I remember it actually falling out with me. But
I've seen that happen with Jason.
she is looking good though, silky smooth. Jason's food getting cut down.
Aye, like when my mum made him go for baths and cut his food down.
What, to half a loaf of bread instead of a full loaf of bread?
No, 2 loafs.
Two
mate.
loaves.
was it a jacuzzi for the bath?
I know, it was a power washer. Poor guy. He's literally 50 feet away in his bed.
You're slagging him.
Yeah, fuck
I
him.
mean, the size of him, he's always 50 feet away. Can't you talk about him because he will hear you.
Well, you're whispering like, fuck that game.
He's got big heels, mate. He was heels.
You can pick us up.
You hear just the bass that everyone starts shaking. Woo.
Speaking of Jason, we were out for his birthday, weren't we?
Hey.
And we were out longer than he was.
I know.
That was a wild night, wasn't
He
it?
got taken home, didn't he?
But no, he took his other half home.
Where did that go? I can't remember.
You were in the cat house.
I went to the cat house, man. You came in the
Oh,
cat house. Because we went,
fucking
it was the first time out to a nightclub as well. That was a weird experience.
I've been 3 times in the last 2 months now.
3 times.
It's becoming a
I
habit.
went last Saturday as well.
Aye?
Or last Friday, aye.
You look ashamed about it.
Yeah, like, I get kicked out.
Did you get kicked out?
Do you know why?
Why?
I bought too much drink.
Wait, that's you hit your drink limit?
I went back to the bar 5 times in 10 minutes.
Aye, that's a bit... Well, what were you buying?
Other people drinks. I
Oh.
don't, honestly, I was so drunk, I kept forgetting that I'd bought drinks. So I kept going back to the bar to buy drinks. And eventually the bouncer came up and he was like, look, man, it's time for you to go. And I was like, you're right, man. Like, you're absolutely correct.
Just acceptance. Yeah.
And they let me finish my drink. And then I left.
Probably for the best, to be honest, mate.
Yeah.
You would have spent a lot more money in the extra half hour that you were there, but
I was way too drunk, man. I got a taxi home. But the taxi home yourself is so expensive because of how far we live from the nightclubs.
Yeah.
Well, it was good. Jason's birthday was good.
Yeah, that was good.
did I tell you about the conversation I had with Lassie outside in the smoking bit?
No.
So you know, I like to smoke when I'm steaming. Now I know, Hugh, bad habit, blah blah blah. Yeah. So
You need another habit, Hamish.
yeah, I've got all of them, mate. I've literally got every vice available. But so me and Lisa go out and we're smoking and stuff like that, and then I see this lassie that I kind of recognise a wee bit, and I get talking to her. Lisa goes back in, and we're talking. Things are going quite well, and I'm like, yeah, she's quite nice and stuff like that. And then I realise I've not introduced myself, so I'm like, oh, sorry, by the way, my name's. She's like, I know exactly who you are, and I'm like, oh no, that seems to happen to me quite a lot. But I'm like, all right, okay. I was like, you used to go with one of my friends, and I was like, oh, of course, yeah, I remember, yeah. Still no idea who she is, but I don't want to be like, what are you talking about? So it gets very awkward, and I'm just kind of like, so how is she? And she's like, Amanda. And I was like, yes, Amanda. I was just about to say that. Like,
Who
like,
is that person?
She's like, she's fine. She's just Amanda. And I was like, okay, cool. That's.
Was that
Tell me what I was saying.
Was that the moment, like, when we went back out, we came out and she was there? Was that last?
Yeah, that was her. Yeah.
Was it awkward though?
It was actually quite awkward.
Was it as awkward as Hamish talking to any other woman?
Well, more awkward. More awkward because he was very sheepish. He kept banging in the corner, and I was like,
sheepish boy.
I mean, I'm usually when I'm not even usually when I'm drunk. I'm usually quite alright talking to people, but like I was like, it's that way when someone says, "I remember you." And I have another story about that. The same thing literally happened last weekend with a guy. Like, I was out. Basically, there's a lassie in work I'm, let's say, close with. Not her that you're thinking of, by the way. A different one. And we had a wee bit of an argument.
Hamster?
No.
Ham and hamster.
We had a wee bit of an argument, so, like, I was like, I'm going out for a drink, because that's just what I do, you know.
Healthy?
So, yeah. Drinking, smoking, all that kind of stuff. And then this guy comes up to me in the Waverley and he was like, oh, I know who you are. And I'm like, oh, fuck this again. Jesus Christ. Just let me stand here alone and drink. But he's like, I'm Ian. Do you remember me? And I'm like, he's like, I definitely, like, we used to have classes together and me and some other guys used to hang out at your house, like. And he rhymed off these other 3 people's names, and I'm like, I don't think so. I think you've got the wrong person. Like, no, it was only for like 2 weeks or something like that. Like, we came down to your house, and I'm thinking, I can't remember 2 weeks ago. Never mind 2 weeks, fucking 20 years ago. And he's like, my name's such and such. So I'm like, starting to be polite. I was like, oh yeah, of course, yeah, I remember you, yeah, stuff like that. But still thinking,
I have no fucking
there's no way I know who this person is. And he's like, so let's get a drink and stuff like that. And I'm like, no, I'm good, man, I'm alright, I've got a drink. And then we're just talking about like what his version of the olden days is, and I'm still not convinced. And he's like, I remember like going to your house. Your mum's dead, lovely, but your dad not so much. And I'm like, oh shit, he might be telling the truth. This guy, he's right. But yeah, I still have no idea who he is. And he's like, oh, take my number, mate, and we'll hang out and have a drink. And I'm like, alright, well, you put it in, mate. Aye, go for it. Go ahead. Delete.
Oh, that's savage from Hamish.
What was his full name? Then we can bleep it out.
I can't even remember. He told me, and then like I put in his name, Ian, and then I was like, last name, and I was like, I don't remember. Oh, fuck it, delete it. I'm not going to phone him anyway.
Fair enough.
Very strange.
Yeah, it's very strange. And it's always like, see when someone says, I remember you, you're like, ah, shit.
The thing is, like, you guys will know. You guys know me a long time. I look nothing like I used to. So when people are like that, I'm like, do you actually know me though?
Some people glow up. You glue.
Glue?
You glue is the word.
Glue sideways.
Aye, sideways.
Sideways glue.
You went from bad.
Is that because I was so good before?
Another type of bad?
Nah, it's because I was so good before. I can't get any better. I've just maintained it.
Maintained that peak.
Yep.
I'm trying a maintain pun, like joke.
Quickly. Everyone's watching and listening.
Nah, it's ran out. Time's ran out here.
I know.
Because you maintain.
I will shout it out later
maintain,
on.
don't you mean maintenance?
No, shite down.
You fucking come up with nothing.
You fucking ruined it, Tom. You've ruined my joke.
The joke, I had no idea where I was going with.
Alright, see when some people say, like, I remember you, you're like, well, this could go one of 2 ways. I was either a really nice guy that night, or I was a massive bell end.
So it's mostly the bell end.
Ah,
Yeah,
like,
definitely mostly.
Tom, I'm nice to people. Just not you.
You have your own brand of niceness, though. And your nice ways is being a dick, like, but like jokingly, so
Right.
people can take it either way. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
fair enough. That's up to them. That's not my fault.
what about the people at Shane's?
Oh,
Tell us about that.
like I didn't think I did anything wrong that night, right?
I'll bet you didn't.
We went to Shane's, our friend Shane, right, who's 40 and he's also
It was his birthday, 40th birthday type thing.
he's going to be a grandpa too.
Big
Yeah.
Grandpa Shane.
Big Grandpa Shane. He invited round his friends or people who know him.
I think it was more his other
neighbours,
half.
his
invited
other
her
half's friends, and I think his neighbours turned up. Everyone was fine, like they just fine people. Like I don't know them that well. I can't even remember any names, to be honest. They came in, chatted to us a little bit. They were saying they were like was this older couple who lived next door. They must have been in their late 50s, early 60s. Party animals though. Like they came in with Venoms.
Oh shit!
Like an actual big jug thing. Like.
And I was like, "Oh, Venoms, fucking hell!" And we started off all right. We watched the Anthony Joshua Usyk fight in the guy's house. Even though it started, do you know why it started? I think I started slagging off Joshua. I was like, I think Joshua's gonna get beat.
Yeah,
Usyk's a better fighter, and I was right. I'm fucking genius. I know this shit. He wasn't happy about it. The Rangers fans, which if you aren't Scottish, I don't know who'd be listening to this if they aren't Scottish. Rangers fans went through a tumultuous time for the last decade, and are sensitive about that tumultuous time.
Not every Rangers fan, but a
Not
lot of them are.
I know a lot of Rangers fans. So they were like, "Oh, we won the league," and I made a joke that I make to every Rangers fan because it's just I get football banter. It's a work thing. I went, "Oh, it must be nice to win your first ever trophy," and like I was expecting a banter back, but like the anger, the look of outrage. Yeah, there was more. We were kind of like bantering back and forth, but like, man, I'm a veteran of this banter game. Like,
plenty of experience.
And I don't think I was being like I was making sure I wasn't being personal or insulting. It was more of like a joke, fireback jokes.
I think anyone looking at it like could see that it was just playful,
jovial.
Yeah.
But like the reason that I figured out that he wasn't happy,
good use of the word jovial.
The reason I figured out the guy wasn't happy is when he walked up to me and went, "You think you're really fucking funny, don't you?" And I was like, "Yes." like I wasn't like I didn't think he was being aggressive, but he told us some fucking stupid stories too.
Yeah, he was talking about.
I used to spar Frank Bruno, and I was like, "Mate, you're a 5'3".
Yeah,
like,
he was one of those guys. He talked himself up, talking a load of bullshit.
Tall stories like Shane.
But
like he's always very tall story, and like Shane, you're 4 foot nothing.
Yeah,
we just
nothing tall about you.
Kind of humoured the guy. I don't know him, so like just leave him.
It's just easier to just go like, "Oh right, that's cool, mate." Aye.
But as these people got drunker and drunker, a lot of the more bigoted side came out.
Yeah.
Didn't it?
They started taking it a bit seriously.
Yeah, like talking about different schools and such and such. Don't want to go on yet.
Yeah,
but like I was kind of making fun of. I just said a few things that kind of made like the guy went home because he was too drunk and the wife stayed, and I said a few things and she didn't get it. She didn't get what I was saying. I was making fun of the way she said certain words because she was saying them completely wrong.
Oh, it's like, I'm used to that.
She was saying something, right, I'll just say it. She said anti-Catholicism, right? And like she was saying it like it's a whole thing. It doesn't exist. Whatever she was saying, right? It doesn't matter. I wasn't getting involved in the conversation because there was no point. But I was like, "Don't you mean anti-Catholicism?" And she was like, "That's the way they want you to say it." And I was like, "Who is they?
Who's they? What
dictionary?
I know,
thesaurus?
Who is they?"
The people
and
that,
then, I looked across at Shane, and Shane was giving me the shut the fuck up sign, like mate, shut the fuck up, and I was just giggling away because my the wee voice in my head was going, "You could make this worse. Come on, Dan." Like my wee voice was going, "This could get more funny." Like let's peak, let's make her really mad. And then I was like, nah, because it's not my house. I don't know these people. I don't know if he's away into the fucking house to get like a bat or something to punch my cunt in. But like,
I think you're really fucking funny.
But like,
yes,
I think I'm fucking hilarious. But like, then Zombie by the Cranberries came on, and like obviously you know that Northern Ireland's a massive part of the whole thing.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's a funny song to come on right now. And like Shane and Costa were like, shut up. But like, mate, for a while the guy was just staring at me. Like just staring at me. And I was kind of like, Hamish, man, please watch my back.
What was really funny though was like Hugh always says on this podcast how I'm a dick and everyone hates me and stuff like that. But like, see, like when he left, he like came up, shook my hand. He was like, "Oh, it was nice meeting you. You're a nice guy," and stuff like that. And he just kind of looked at Hugh.
I was like, "Oh fuck, man."
Do you know if it was me in that situation, see when they were leaving, I'd be like, "Oh, you getting up early for church in the morning?"
But during this, me and Hamish had a cracking rendition of Don Broco's "Everybody" on karaoke.
Yeah,
nice.
And much that many perplexed faces.
Not one person knew what we were doing.
Yeah.
But I had a good time.
Yeah.
Shane had a good time.
Yeah, and it was his birthday, so it's his fucking Anyway,
back to the stories. Yeah, so Shane's was exciting. You know, you got to add that bit of.
I was working the next day. That was a stupid idea. I was literally like, you messaged me like, you're gonna go, and I was like, yeah, but I'm getting the last train. You're like, yeah, cool, yeah, I'm not gonna drink that much either. Fucking don't know what time it was we left. Like,
yeah, man, we were pretty drunk. Yeah. You have to be, man. You have to create your own entertainment.
Yeah.
me and Hamish just putting our own music on because.
Yeah, we just kind of took over because it was all shite.
Aye.
What you been up to, Dom? What's new with Dom?
Alright, well, one more part of that.
Whoa.
Hamish does not know where anything is. Not even if he's been
Hold
there.
on, right?
Hamish
okay.
took me to a random house.
No, that's not
Right, and get this right. He took me to a random house. Went to walk in. I went, I don't know if that's it. Phoned Shane. It wasn't it. Then we're driving about trying to find the house. Shane was out the front of his garden waving us down. I went, oh, that's it there. And Hamish went, nah, I don't think it is.
I wasn't like, I was going up to see the numbers on the door. The door happened to be open. I wasn't going to go in.
It could have been the right number, but it wasn't the right street.
No, it wasn't the right number. I was going to check that. But,
Like,
and I said when we first went, I'm pretty sure it's round about here. And then you went off. To be fair, you went off because I told you the wrong street name, so you had it in your GPS wrong. But still, like I had a feeling it was about there.
Well, the GPS was always wrong because that's a new area.
Yeah, it doesn't have it quite. You seem tired, Dom. You alright?
Seem tired?
You seem tired.
Nah, just a long day at work, man. Just a long day. It's been a long day.
Why can't you get me the Fairphone?
Why can't I get you the Fairphone? Because you're not going to leave the base job, so you can't turn around and go, environment.
Yes, I can.
Yeah, you can.
Literally, I'm going to do that.
So
you're a
to keep people up to date,
Yes.
Hugh wants a phone made of recycled peanuts and grass.
Yeah.
No, like I search for what is an
Goes for many
ethical
moves.
phone that is easily repairable. Because I was like, I do like that is a part of my job that is like have I ever even explained my job? I don't want to anyway. But a part of my job is it's heavy. It's heavy on the soul. So you want to lift it up.
Your soul's quite big, isn't it?
By getting like a renewable phone.
Like, baby steps, Hamish.
Okay,
Baby steps, mate. Baby steps.
I like the way you're just sitting back, like, yeah. But
I'm just saying, like,
nice.
it's cheap. It's got a 5-year warranty. It's ethical. The people that make it get paid enough to fucking eat.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, and anything, every part of it is for sale on the website. So, like, if you break the camera,
you can just
easily replace it. It's designed to be repairable.
Yeah, that is useful. Yeah.
It's economical.
And like I've had this Huawei P20 Pro for 4 years, right? And the battery is it's almost
dying.
fucked now. And like Dom must be raging because I come to him every couple of weeks going, I need a new phone. But like I don't want to get stuck in this fucking 18 months, every 18 months, back getting a new phone, £50 a month, £70 a month. I know it's great for Dom, he gets a commission, but fuck him.
I just buy the phones outright and get like a SIM.
That's the problem though, right? So like I would happily replace the battery in my P20 Pro, but like I think
is it a pure palaver?
It's a big deal, and also like you have to send it away, and you get like it's not easy. It's not easy, and I also think that there's a lot of things that Huawei do to stop that. Like there's a lot of like design issues and stuff. So like I was like, oh, what? This phone's $499.99, so £500, easily repairable. It's better than P20 Pro. So like that's the one I was wanting. I was going to say if Dom gets it in his shop, I can buy it from him. But
£500 for a recycled phone made of peanuts and grass.
Get over this peanuts and grass.
Well,
it's actually shaped like a banana.
Oh yeah, is it literally just that like someone's just?
It's a banana phone.
Taking the guts out of a Nokia 3210 and put it into a banana.
Like I'm at that boring point in life where I'm not actually that interested in having
just now?
the cutting edge. No, I've been there for a while. Like, apart from having the PS5 and the Xbox Series X, I haven't actually wanted anything.
What was it, Next Gen King? You kept on shouting.
Next Gen King is old.
Well, I am Next Gen King, mate. Using my Next Gen.
You called us Dukes last time.
Earls.
Kick-ass Dukes.
Earls.
Earl.
The Orals.
Aye, so get me that phone, Dom.
I'll try my best not to do it.
Well, fuck you, I'll just order it myself, cunt. I'm trying to be ethical these days, mate. I'm trying to get rid of Amazon in my life as well, but
They don't call it Amazon anymore. Just call it Bezos.
Bezos bucks.
Bezos bucks. Space bucks.
Aye, like he's like, thank you every Amazon customer for building me a rocket so I can fuck off.
It's a
and
very
leave you with a
phallic shape.
shithole.
It was a very phallic shaped rocket.
Do you know what's hilarious? He built a rocket to not even go to space. The Russians built a rocket out of fucking aluminium fucking tubes in the 50s and sent monkeys and people to space.
That Sputnik one.
This is Sputnik, and then Yuri Gagarin went to space, and Jeff Bezos has got every fucking like resource known to man right now, and can just get to like, you know, I can get to that bit of space.
Yeah.
Fucking dick.
Get Jason to just like, you know, throw you up and
him and fucking what's his face, Elon Musk.
Yeah.
Now he's out that crazy relationship with his crazy wife.
If anybody tells me that these people are smart enough to deserve all this money,
that's not how money works. Like, money doesn't always go to the smart people.
No, that's true.
well, take it after me.
Yeah, I'll just go and do that, right?
I'll do it.
I'll walk into Amazon headquarters where he stays all the time, and I'll just take his money off.
Revolution, Hamish.
Revolution.
One person at a time. That's how it starts, Hugh.
Yeah. Sorry. Before you could. So when you said like the rocket, you're just like it said like monkeys and
aluminium tubes.
You said monkeys and people up there, and I was about to turn around and say they're called astronauts, Hugh. Those
Actually, if they're Russian or cosmonauts,
fuck you.
No, but
No. Sorry, I just wanted to.
No, that's how I said. I thought
It was, but yeah.
So try to remove Amazon from my life is actually a bit more difficult than I thought, because I use Amazon for.
You're going to cut down the whole rainforest.
Like, I know it won't make much difference to Mr. Bezos, but like it would help my fucking soul out. So like, I use Audible. This podcast is sponsored by Audible.
If only.
And then I use fucking Amazon Video, and then I use like the Amazon grocery fucking thing.
And you want shit delivered next day.
And I want shit delivered
Prime
today. And like, maybe it does deserve the world. We'll just give him the world. So we'll just give him things.
Maybe, I mean, that's reverse psychology. Give him the world now. He'll be like, yeah, this isn't.
Fuck it, I'm just going to go on my phallic shaped rocket and we'll just head off to Mars.
Fucking
I mean, let's be honest, aren't all rockets pretty phallic shaped? Like, do they not need to be for aerodynamics and stuff?
That's
what I say to the ladies.
Talking about supervillains though, I did go see the new James Bond film.
Is that a supervillain in it?
No, but like
Bezos the villain.
Bezos is Blofeld, isn't he?
Pretty much, yeah.
Have any of you been to see it?
Not yet, no.
Spark that bottle, Hamish. Stop shiting it.
I'm trying
Letting
to
all that fizz out. Sorry.
Trying to be polite, mate.
Anyway,
what are you drinking, Hamish?
It's wee rum and coke, mate, because I've ran out of cans to Spark. Not that I didn't have enough, I had 4, but, you know, that started too early before the podcast, so...
Oh, you were playing some FIFA?
Yeah.
Can you just remember how badly I beat Jason?
I think it was like 6-0.
6-0.
6-0. I was thinking of, like, I even beat Jason.
Right, I've got a funny story about FIFA later, but I'll tell you about James Bond first, right?
Yeah, go ahead.
Either of you watched the film?
Not yet, no.
Go see it, right? As much as James Bond is this kind of tired notion, I think these days, like
kind of like Skyfall. He was a bit. You mean tired? Like, you know,
as
we've
like,
seen enough of him.
Like there's a lot.
I thought you meant like literally tired, like Dom in this podcast.
It's hard to make new stories when you've got 25 films. Like but like, I think this one like was really fucking good. It totally made him a person. I said that weird, didn't I? A person.
What was he before?
A fucking psychotic shagger. And Hamish is like, that's my type of guy. But like other films, he's a psychopath. He's still a psycho.
Yeah,
like, he still murders like
kills people,
50 people and does what. But like, there's like I don't know why it's spoiling for you, but like this film is so fucking long as well. It's like nearly 3 hours long.
Yeah, Quantum of Solace. I always felt like that had that.
Quantum of Solace was the worst.
Yeah,
we were talking about that earlier. It was because of the writer's strike in 2008. But like, Skyfall was great. Spectre's great. This is great. Man. And like, obviously, when you start Casino Royale, Quantum of Solace, Skyfall, Spectre, and now what's this called? No Time to Die. That is a complete arc. So you see him at the start, and this is Daniel Craig's last one. So it's at the end of the story. So it's really fucking good.
Yeah.
Good is not a good's not a, I like I'm trying not to fucking give a lot away here because I want you to see
Is it engaging? Is it better than if you?
The only issue is, right, Rami Malek does not get enough screen time.
Is he the bad guy?
And like, I love Rami Malek. Like, see when he's on screen, you're like, oh, he's fucking, he's got presence.
Magnetic.
Aye, and he's great. Like opposite Bond. But the big, like Blofeld's in this as well at certain points. Christoph Waltz, who's brilliant. Like Christoph Waltz, always brilliant. Ralph Fiennes is in it back as M.
Oh, nice.
Ralph Fiennes is great.
Yeah.
Ralph Fiennes was going to be to see when Pierce Brosnan got Bond.
Yeah.
Ralph Fiennes was up for it as well. I think that would have been a good, like, I don't know, Pierce Brosnan's our Bond because that's one we grew up with. But like,
I don't really see him as Bond, to be honest.
back then, you probably would have, like, he was a swab big fuck.
I don't know.
Swab big fuck.
Swab big fuck.
The only thing I really want to know is it a fitting swan song for Daniel Craig? Is it?
Yes,
does
100%.
it do it justice?
And mate, I'm not gonna lie to you, right? And this isn't giving away the ending or anything like that because this movie is emotional, which is weird for James Bond. The last emotional James Bond film I saw was what's that George Lazenby one for the 70s or 60s?
One of the shite ones?
No, it was like
Moonraker.
It was like a James Bond who actually was a human being who, you know.
I mean, I thought Skyfall was quite emotional, like because he's like a pure broken man in it, and
he's always been broken, but like I think this one provides him with something to live for, and like this is so hard not to tell you, and
another one of his girlfriends die.
I mean, like honestly, I cried at the end of the film.
Chris Cornell
I
plays
cried at the end of the film, and like I was like, that was awesome. Like honestly, I didn't want it to finish. It was brilliant, and everyone was good in it. And I know there's a lot of like chatter online about Nomi, something Lynch,
the black actress.
Yeah, like she plays the other spy who gets the 007 number because obviously he's retired. And all that. Like she's really good as like an opposite of him. But they work really nicely
like
together.
By the book kind of thing, like.
Yes, she's a young go-getter, whereas he's the old fucking haggard cunt. Like
he's like, I'm done with this shit.
And like I've heard a lot of
like
YouTube and Twitter are just full of like, oh, woke Bond. It's not woke. There's nothing woke about it. Like Bond is the hero. That like 100% the hero in this film. And like, I'm just gonna tell you, they go to Havana, which I love Cuba, but like,
can I get some coke?
Cuba.
They go to Cuba and like, they meet this other agent, CIA agent. I can't remember her name, but I think her name's Anna or something like that. Totally stole the film for me. Like,
show what she did.
Oh, I couldn't stop thinking about her. Fell in love, man. Fell in love. Nice. No, she was just great. She just like she was fun during the film. Like she was only in it for like 20 minutes, but she was great. And like you kind of
was
thought
enough for you to finish.
It was, man. It was. The guy, I keep forgetting all these actors. But like, who's the guy that plays Felix in the film? He's a really famous actor. He was in Hunger Games as well, and he's the Watcher in What If.
I've not seen What If. I think I know. I think I can think.
Jeffrey Wright. I want to say.
Is he Commissioner Gordon?
Yes. Jeffrey Wright.
Jeffrey Wright. Yeah.
Mate, he's really good in it.
Yeah, no, he is a great actor, man.
Like I keep saying, this is really good. This is really good. This is really good. But I think going into the plot too much. Rami Malek deserved more time, but this film was more about James Bond.
Yeah.
Right. So like, this film is more about providing Bond's story. Like I think all the Daniel Craig's films haven't they? It's more about how the fuck is this psychopath
coping and
dealing with life.
Yeah.
But go see it, guys. Like, it's fucking fantastic.
I really haven't seen much about it. Right? Is Rami Malek's character disfigured?
Yes. He's got.
Have you heard the whole thing where there's, the people were saying like, you need to stop doing that with villains?
Yeah, just because of disfigured doesn't make them turn evil. Yeah. Like I get it. It was an old trope, wasn't it? Yeah. It's an old trope. Mm-hmm. It started with like Blofeld, Jaws.
I mean, it's been in movies everywhere.
Not
even James Bond. You know what I mean?
I get why people who have disagreements get a bit sensitive
I shouldn't
about
just
it.
Be automatically assumed as a bad person because movies dictate it. Yeah.
Well, it's the same in movies. Scottish people are always the good guys. English people are always bad guys.
I think like English accents have always been kind of associated with like intelligence and sinister kind of vibes. Like
it's the whole British Empire thing, isn't it?
Oh yeah, I suppose yeah.
Don't get me started on this Brexit.
Aye. But like, go see James Bond. Like, it is brilliant. I went to see straight after that. I went to see the Many Saints of Newark.
Oh, the
Sopranos film.
The Sopranos. Yeah.
Oh,
Hey,
oh,
hey. Oh, that's racist, isn't it?
Nah,
Anti-Italian defamation.
Nah.
Silvio would have something to say about that.
that's the police coming to get you.
I know.
Yeah.
You live in the badass streets of Newark. Newark. What a good film. Like,
Is it good?
Oh, really good. Like, it gets you back into that feeling. The Sopranos had like a feeling about
So
them.
does it feel like it's part of the universe? Like,
Yeah, it does. There's a lot of cool callbacks. John Bernthal's not in it enough. He plays Tony's dad.
I'm raging about that, man. Like,
But I'm just going to say it. I think there's going to be another one.
oh,
I feel like there's going to be one that sets up Tony again.
like one in between.
Because like this stops at a certain point. I'm not going to tell you when, right? Because it's part of the film. If you watch the TV show,
When he
you see the
loses
TV?
his-
Yeah, I seen this TV show.
No.
Okay, just
What did you
just,
say? Sorry?
I was just wondering if it stopped when he lost his virginity. Just throwing it out there. Like, might be. I don't know.
There's a lot of really cool callbacks in it where you're like, if you love the show, you're like, oh, I got that one.
Yeah.
Is that a callback if it's a prequel?
Tony's never had the makings of a varsity athlete. Just get that joke.
I've not watched Sopranos in many
Yeah,
years.
I like-
Many
You know
years.
Uncle
mate.
June?
Yeah.
His uncle, like,
Oh yeah.
he always, like, anytime Tony will be sitting at the table eating his dinner, Ryan always like, he never had the makings of a varsity athlete. And he's like,
yeah.
what the fuck are you saying? Like, he says it during the film and you're like, oh, I know that reference.
Yeah.
But like, there's tons of references, tons of, like, it's not all about the references. Like, James Gandolfini's son, Michael Gandolfini, I think his name is. Like, he played his dad really well. Like, it's same kind of mannerisms.
The first thing I thought when I saw the trailer was I was like, yeah, I can believe that. I can absolutely believe that. Like,
the 60s and 70s in New York looked really good. There was a lot of like things set up that never got paid off. So I'm sure there's another film on the way.
all right, okay.
And like the guy who plays Silvio, you know Steve Van Zant's character
Yeah.
in Sopranos, he's fucking brilliant.
Is he? So it's like a young version of him.
Young version
yeah,
of him.
yeah, right.
So it's young Tony, and there's like people like come in and out, and you're like, oh, I know who that is. Like,
They become players later on in it. Yeah.
it's a story. It's not about Tony really. It's more about Dickie Montesanti,
Right.
which is the guy that Tony's kind of mentor,
Yeah.
who is Christopher's father.
Right. Yeah.
So it's like a whole thing.
Yeah. I really wanted to see it, but the thing is, like, I've not watched The Sopranos in years, so I'm like, right, I think I remember. And then, like, I think on YouTube it came up with, like, all the most famous shootouts
mate.
and deaths. And I just remember going, man, there's a lot of shootouts in this.
Mate, I
I
felt
forget. Yeah.
I told Hamish, and I actually showed you a clip earlier, the Silvio and the cheese,
The cheese, yeah.
Hey, cheese fuck,
It's fuck.
but like. You could get there's videos on YouTube that summarise what you need to know before you go into the film if you've already seen the show. Because you don't need to know a lot. You could go into this film totally blank.
I was just about to ask, like, does this film stand on its own 2 feet, or do
Yes.
you need to be a Sopranos
The
fan?
story of
or-
Dickie Montesanti is on its own.
Right.
If you know Tony,
You'll
you get
obviously,
more out of
yeah,
it.
You'll,
Yeah.
And you just there's things that happen and you're like, I knew that was going to happen. And like Ray Liotta's in this film.
Yeah, so
and
I love Ray Liotta.
What a fucking weird looking guy he is now.
Some age now, isn't he?
65, 70,
Maybe
some,
70, like 71, I would have thought, or something like that. But
some weird things happening, and it's a very funny film and also a very fucked up film, but it's excellent. Like, it's getting a lot of criticism, because like I think I had a lot of expectation.
It'd been in development hell for a while as well, didn't it?
Yeah, it was. The Sopranos film's been coming out for what, 10 years?
what about Edie Falco's?
Carmela.
Yeah, like,
She's in it very briefly.
Right, okay.
Very briefly. It goes up. It's set in the 70s mostly when he's about 16. So there's that whole period. Like, so I think the Sopranos started when he was about 38.
yeah. There's a long time.
So
between in that,
there's a load of stories that were told in the Sopranos about. I think he robbed a card game to make himself a made man and all that sort of stuff.
so
Like,
you
you could get all that.
That's quite cool, yeah.
Aye, so go see it. Like, if you can't go see it, it's online because it was on HBO Max.
Yeah, okay.
So,
Of course, yeah.
Like Angie's, we were out seeing Angie's brother. Angie, we got some food and stuff, and had a talk with him, and he went to watch it because he's a big Sopranos fan. There's a cinema called Everyman. Have you heard of it?
No.
It's in Glasgow. Like, I call it the
Oh,
Peacock
yeah.
Square. Where I see the big
yeah.
peacock is in Glasgow.
Right?
inside
one
the
down
arcade.
the stairs?
Down the stairs, yeah. It's like
that's
a really
great-
nice bar and stuff
yeah,
like
it's
that.
really
And
great
he's
cinema,
what
yeah.
he said to us after he came out, he was like, "Yeah, go there if you want to watch a movie because it's like sofas and bar
Yeah.
and all that." I'm like, "Oh, that might be a good shout." For the next
Yeah, I
movie."
went with a few people to see. That wasn't the first time seeing it, but I went to see Infinity War there.
Ah,
it's
that must
literally
be-
it's like it's either like 6 or 9, like big kind of 2-seater couches.
Yeah.
So and it's dead comfortable. You can bring in your own drink. Well, we did anyway. But they have like a bar right outside, so that you can bring drink in with you from there and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And it was like the exact same price. It was like £9 a ticket, £10 a ticket. Like,
Yeah.
So it wasn't
Yeah.
like pure extortionate price.
Yeah, he
That's
said
about
it was pretty good as well. He said he really liked the movie. So again, I was like hesitant to go, and I was like, I don't remember anything from The Sopranos really, apart from
Mate,
shit
you
getting
get
fucked up.
lost.
Yeah.
You get lost. See if you get start YouTube clips.
Yeah.
You get lost in them. You're like, oh,
I think
I remember this guy.
Yeah.
Oh, that one's funny. That one's hilarious. Oh, that guy's dead. That guy's dead.
I think you're right with the feeling of it. It does have that sort of smooth.
Hey,
Everyone's like, who's this wise guy?
See, when you're talking about YouTube clips, like I see Sopranos YouTube clips, right? But not clips from the show. I don't know if you've ever seen this. Anyone listening, if you like, it's quite funny. So look it up. But it's like Skyrim clips spliced with like Tony Soprano. So it's like the first time that you arrive in Whiterun or whatever, and in Skyrim, like it's maybe not Whiterun, but wherever it is, you go, and then there's like a murder in front of you, but it's like got like Tony Soprano walks in the gate and stuff like that, and then he sees it, and then it's like he turns around and he runs and he jumps over stuff, and it's like so fucking stupid. It's literally just Tony Soprano, like
Yeah.
in
Like green screened in.
yeah, and it looks bad, but it's just
Just funny.
it's so funny, and they're all the same. Like it's just him running away from stuff. Oh, so you need to watch it. It's so funny. Man.
I love The Sopranos. Some of like the acting in some episodes and dialogue's amazing, but then some of the comedy is just fucking out of this world.
Ridiculous, yeah.
And James Gandolfini's acting, like, everyone's acting in it was great. There's like wee subtle things you notice, like, and
Yeah.
people point at it, like, when I watch the clips, and it's like, look at his face when this is said. And you're like, oh yeah, I can see, like, see when Steve Buscemi came into it as his Animal Blundetto, like he could get away with doing and saying things to Tony that no one else could, because like something that happened in the story, and like you can see the way they act to each other is different than the way they act to other people, and like I just love that. I love how this is so intricate.
Yeah.
Like it's not the same with everybody.
It's a film that you can kind of watch a couple of times and pick up new things and notice things that you didn't see before.
Yeah.
So that I still haven't seen Shang-Chi either yet, by the way.
No, I've not seen
It's
that
coming on
either.
Disney Plus soon as well. Like, so don't worry
Yeah, I
about
think he
that.
said that was like a few months after.
I don't
or
want it to
whatever,
be.
So Shang-Chi is probably if I have not seen it in cinema, it's the first Marvel film since Iron Man 1 that I haven't seen in the cinema.
but- Oh, really? Yeah.
Yep. So I never saw Iron Man 1 in the cinema, right? So I only saw Iron Man 1 on Sky Movies
Right.
back in the day, like, because 2008, so I'd have been about 20, fucking hell. I never went to cinema often, and I wasn't interested in fucking comic book films at the time. No one was. So
Yeah,
that was the only one I didn't see in the
was the
cinema.
first one, you
I
know
saw, I think Captain America was out after that.
Yeah.
Then Thor, then like Iron Man 2 and stuff. I saw all of them in the cinema.
Yeah.
And this isn't anything against Shang-Chi. I actually want to see it,
Yeah.
but it's just this kind of time period.
I honestly had never even watched that many trailers for Shang-Chi, and then I saw one the other day, and it was like it looks mental.
Looks really good.
It looks
Do you know,
like proper fantastical and like
they
crazy.
ruined a bit though. They released like a wee bit, and it's got the guy for Iron Man 3 in it. Ben Kingsley's
Yeah, Ben
character
Kingsley,
in it.
yeah, the Mandarin,
'Cause, like,
the fake Mandarin.
Like Shang-Chi's dad was the Mandarin.
Yeah.
So
Because it's the 10 rings,
10
and that's
rings.
what happened with Tony and stuff like that. It's been set up since then. Like, even though they're like, we don't know where to fucking go with this.
they're like, it's been set up. Like, no, you did that because you panicked because everyone was raging about the Mandarin being fucking Ben Kingsley's
Kingsley, yeah.
character. Ben Kingsley would have played a brilliant Mandarin as well, even
Yeah.
though he's not Asian.
Yeah,
Yeah. But yeah, that sounds great, man.
Yeah, go see those two films. James Bond's great. Many Saints of Newark, great.
I've actually I need to go and see James Bond. Me and Sinead had a bet on a game of pool one time. She's never seen any James Bond film
Really?
and never been to Nando's. So I was like, right, if I win, you need to take me to see James Bond and buy me a Nando's, and I won. So
Like, I can understand the no James Bond thing because if you're not into
it's
that
not really
type
her
of
type of film.
film, but never been to Nando's, and she hung about with us for so long.
I know.
Yeah, because you were all about the fucking hot wing.
We were all about that Nando's.
We literally had peri peri chicken earlier on today.
I know. We lived that Nando's life.
Yeah, it's weird. But
That's strange. Nando's is great. Tell that bitch to buy you Nando's.
oh, I will.
Don't tell her to call her a bitch.
No, that's not nice.
Oh, she listens to this. No, I'm
No,
kidding.
she
Actually,
does not.
Although it's funny because anytime that I'm over there, like, and we put on YouTube to listen to music, she's like subscribed to Pat Jasin on YouTube. So like and it's always like the second video is like our latest podcast, and I'm like, that's weird.
Maybe she is listening to us.
I was like, man, I'm so famous. Look at
that. Oh.
So, any you went to see any films lately?
I've really not been watching much at all. I started watching Free Guy the other night, and then I fell
Terrible
asleep
idea.
like halfway through.
Yeah,
Like,
it's not a great film.
it wasn't even that. I was
I
just
think-
tired. Like it was alright.
I think I said on this podcast before that it's a good bad film or bad good film.
I mean, it was okay. I literally just put it on for like kind of background stuff.
Yeah, I mean, I've still not seen it yet. Like, it's on Disney Plus now, so I was like,
Yeah.
I'll
You mean
get it.
any who's been to cinema lately?
No,
I've not had time. See, because I was wanting to see Bond and a few other ones, but just not had time. I've just been doing quite a lot of work.
I've only been that once. I saw 2 films in the one day.
See, that's one thing I'm going to have to do.
Let me get that unlimited card.
I've got the unlimited card. The
they
problem
put the
is I've just not got the time.
They put the price down, $15.99, man. Can't go wrong. Cannot go wrong. Cinema will hit us up.
But I've been watching
How fucking
them.
good would that be?
I have been watching a lot of TV stuff. I know I've been doing that. Like, I've been watching like What If, and I started the Squid Games.
Is Squid Game good because it looks like an anime I've watched before?
Is it not basically like Hunger Games, but they're instead of food they're playing for money? It looks like Takeshi's Castle and Saw.
It's basically, I would say the best description of it is the old Battle Royale Asian movie that came out years ago, mixed in with childhood games.
It's an anti-capitalist film, Hamish.
All right, is it?
About what people
Film?
what people will do to get out of money, out of
What are you
debt.
talking
Out
about?
of money.
Talking about Battle Royale.
No, like Squid Game and stuff like that.
Alright, that's not a film; it's a TV show.
Whatever.
Okay.
Aye,
What's it filmed on?
So but I've been watching What If as well, and been really enjoying that.
I skipped a couple of the what ifs I wasn't interested in.
Oh, don't do that, man.
I think I've only got
That's
2
lame.
I haven't seen.
Hugh, that's lame.
What if Hugh was a good guy and fucking watched the show?
What if Hugh actually?
Have you seen it?
What if Hugh actually showed up to the podcast when he's hosting with any kind of news whatsoever?
Have you,
No, I've not seen it. I know like some of the episodes. I know there's like the Marvel Zombies thing.
yeah, I'm gonna tell. I've read all the Marvel Zombies stuff.
Yeah,
I hated it.
Yeah.
I thought it was a terrible version of Marvel Zombies.
Oh, well, it's not supposed to be a version of the zombies.
So
it's
you
not
liked the Marvel Zombies, but you didn't like this one.
Yeah, like
episode.
I like the Marvel Zombies always made me feel queasy. Like the art and stuff. That always made me feel a bit uncomfortable.
Yeah.
But I liked it. It was a good story. I didn't like the What If. I didn't like it at all.
It was okay. I didn't like. Again, I just like the characters interacting with each other as well. The only part that I didn't really like was, unfortunately, was Paul Rudd in that episode. I thought like it was nice to see him. Oh, Ant-Man showed up, and he was just. I was like,
I don't get that.
he didn't really show up. I'm like, he's not really.
It made no sense in the story.
No.
It just annoyed me.
Yeah.
And then the end of that episode annoyed me as well. Like Zombie Thanos.
Yeah, Zombie Thanos was
They
strange.
didn't really explain. Was Thanos in Wakanda waiting on them?
No. I think it was just like, oh, well, you think that's bad, it gets worse.
Oh, right. I was
I
all right,
think.
okay.
So
Maybe I just didn't get it, but like the best parts are the last 2 episodes, I think.
No, I'd say the Doctor Strange one.
See the
was
very last
best.
No, the Doctor Strange one's excellent.
Yeah. Sorry, Hamish?
you're talking about last episode there. I've only seen like advertisements on Facebook and stuff like that. But is the last episode Gamora Thanos?
No,
She looks like she's wearing Thanos' armor.
it's a two-parter at the end for it, because like, again, like the way that the last time ended, I was like, oh cool, we're getting like Angie's like, well, this is your season 2 then. And I was like, yeah, awesome, we'll get a season 2, and then it was like the finale was like, it's another episode. Oh my god!
Imagine, like I think I could just tell you. Imagine Ultron 1
If Ultron won.
Oh yeah, I saw Ultron with the
and
Infinity
Ultron
Games as well.
Ultron, by the way, You're gonna fucking hate this. Ultron beat Thanos in like half a second.
That's ridiculous.
He
Like,
cut him from the dick up. It was
Just
amazing.
cut him in half.
That's ridiculous.
No,
Thanos,
he has
was like,
less dick.
Thanos was like, he came out the portal. He came out the portal, and Ultron didn't even ask him any question.
No, he just went fascinating.
I mean,
but-
I'm loving that ruthlessness, and I
but
loved
Ultron wasn't Ultron. He was Ultron in
Did he not have like
in the body of
Infinity
Vision.
gems and stuff like that?
Yeah, but he was in the body of Vision, so he was super powerful. Like Vision, but like the reason that they had to nerf Vision and Infinity
Vision
War.
is proper like
So he killed Thanos instantly and
That
took
sucks,
the
man.
gems and then like went. It was fucking mental. Like he went on this crazy.
Sorry, it's only what if. It's okay. It's okay.
It was cool though, and then like Uatu was like, "Oh, look at him. He's killed everything in the universe. He doesn't know what to do." And then Ultron was like, "Who is that?"
Who's that voice?
And Uatu was like, "What? You can't see me."
You don't know I'm here.
He's like, I see you. You're like, oh fuck.
That's pretty cool, man.
So that's I like how they went. And like another character showed up from an earlier What If.
Yeah.
Mate.
Like Killmonger.
No, it's Doctor Strange.
Doctor Strange, okay.
But it's not the version of Doctor Strange that we know. But
He's
like,
pure evil, isn't he?
he's not.
He's
He's
not evil,
driven mad
but
by
he's-
love.
Yeah. It's on you.
Lame.
Defeated by the power of love.
It was that episode was really
That's-
good because
yeah.
it showed like. It was
It's basically
emotional.
what happened if Doctor Strange lost his heart instead of his hands. So it was like if his partner had died, like, and it was off of grief.
Rachel McAdams.
Rachel McAdams played. Yeah, in the film,
Yeah, so it's out of grief.
See what
Captain
I
Useless character, I call her.
think, what I think is funny about like Doctor Strange is like basically every single other like superhero gets some kind of special name, and he's just like, "Nah, bitch, I got a doctorate. Like, you call me Doctor Strange."
I think Doctor Strange is like the underrated guy. Like,
Yeah, he can be like super powerful, you know.
no, even in the
sorcerer's
universe,
supreme.
everyone's like Iron Man, Captain America, and stuff like that. But like, I think this next Doctor Strange film will be a banger.
Think about it, I mean, Doctor Strange like trapped Loki falling for 30 minutes. Loki's no pushover. You know what I mean?
Oh,
Like,
how good was the Thor part
Oh yeah,
one?
for the only child, Chris Hemsworth was amazing at it.
See
Aye.
the
He just
clip,
came to Midgard to party, mate.
the clip that I saw, it was like it's something like I'm paraphrasing, but it's like, "My name's Thor, HORT, not in that order." I saw that and I was like, "What is this? What if Thor's a fucking idiot?"
What if he's an only child and doesn't learn humility?
Oh, no, he's what if he's an only child? He didn't have Loki
Or
playing
didn't
up.
To teach him lessons.
or didn't like get sent down there.
It's so funny, man.
Aye, he was such a bra.
You reckon the place page?
Such a bra. Killmonger was a great one.
I've watched that. I didn't
yeah.
watch that one yet.
Like,
It's
what if Killmonger saves Iron Man?
Yeah.
I haven't watched Killmonger or Black Panther as Star-Lord.
Oh man, that's a great one.
It's
I
all
don't
the
know,
original voice actors. Wasn't it?
Yeah.
Chadwick Boseman's
Chadwick
last Black Panther.
Aye.
Like
appearance
I think
and-
he does get a few like later on. See with the Killmonger one. That's I was like, oh fuck,
Is that good, eh?
That's a really good one.
Right, I need to watch it. I think I've only got to it. Like, I was just skipping. I was just like, what
was-
ones am I interested in watching?
I was
I
very
basically-
surprised. I was very surprised the amount of actors that got to do their voices for it. There's a few that like do a
Big
really
Big
good job.
Disney was like getting that booth.
Aye, getting that
I
bit
mean,
at gunpoint.
they probably had this planned and were like, that's probably written in their contract. You see that, like, you know, remember we talked about the whole Scarlett Johansson Disney thing?
Yeah.
That's been settled and they're still working together.
Oh.
Is it like some haunted mansion type?
No, because
thing?
she
good for
knows,
them.
like, they know, and they both know, like,
make money.
she is a huge star.
Yeah.
And will make money just by her name. And they are huge, obviously, they're Disney. She was like, I want money. And they're like, well, force us to give you it. And she forced them to give her it.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, I think we all kind of said that like at one of the podcasts when it first came up. Like, they're just gonna give her loads of money and that'll be it, settled.
yeah, that'll be
Yeah,
it.
that's what you need.
She's
really.
not coming back now. She obviously is dead in the universe. She's not going to come back for any other movies.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, you can make a.
I think that was a waste. They should have made that film before Avengers.
I think that maybe that was
Black
the
Widow?
plan, but they kept putting it off and putting it off.
I remember but I like the fact that her sister was that Florence Pugh.
Yeah,
She's
Yelena
gonna- she's
Belova.
gonna-
Like Florence Pugh.
Do you know
mean-
who she's going to be?
No, you.
Do you know who she's going out with?
Mm,
You do know who she's going out with, but you don't know they're going out.
I think I remember it, but I don't remember it. If you know what I
Zach
mean.
Braff.
Oh, really? No, I didn't know that.
No, is she going with Dak? I don't know.
No,
that.
she's going out with Zach Braff, aye.
Oh, because she's British. That's right.
She's British.
She's British.
Does he
British.
only go out with British people?
Only,
Anyone that's 20 years younger than them as well, which is
Aye.
really creepy.
Oofed. Anyway.
Sorry, anytime he talks about it, like we've got the Scubs Rewind podcast and he talks about it and someone's like, yeah, everyone thinks it's weird that I go out with someone that's like 20 years younger than me. I'm like, yeah, that is weird.
Because it kind of is, yeah.
Like, because he's pushing 50 as well. And like,
Shut up, dumb man, stop that.
He's pushing 50, mate.
I'm texting my pals, so like their birthdays in like a week or two, and I'm like, oh, you're 32, and they're like, stop saying that number.
You have pals?
Yeah, Hamish.
I know that's way too much. I'm pouring some back in.
I just watched Hamish pour nearly a full bottle of rum into his glass, and then got embarrassed when I pointed it out, and he was like, "No, I'm going to pour some back."
The thing is, though, when he poured it, he was like, he pulled a face. I don't think he realised. Like, ooh, that's a bit too much.
That's still too much.
That's fine. That's nothing.
That's not even that's like a quadruple.
Yeah, exactly. That's nothing.
I call that a half.
Mate, I don't need to get up till 5 a.m. It's fine.
So we watched What If. It's good. It's generally good. Like I don't think it's not blowing me away.
It's not meant to be. I mean, it is a basically wee supplement. I'm not saying it's not meant to be good. Obviously, they want it to be good, but it's a wee supplement side.
Yeah,
side chick. It's a side chick. It doesn't need to be good. There's just something to do.
It's like a gourmet.
A gourmet, exactly. It's a gourmet.
Like, I felt like it was just. I felt it was trying to be like something just to sort of fill in the gaps between, like what's coming out in cinema, and the animation was always a bit strange. I felt like sometimes it was really good, and other times it was really weak.
It looks kind of off-putting. Like, not off-putting, but like. It's the first thing I think of when I see it.
Right, so, guys, I watched season 3 of Sex Education, but I know you two haven't.
I didn't know it was on season 3 already. I thought, is that not recent?
Season 3, man.
I've been hearing a lot about it, how good it is.
It's really good. It's
I've only heard it's good from you, so I don't believe it's good, because I don't trust your opinion at all.
It's an interesting show with a lot of interesting things to say.
Well, it's interesting for you because you don't know how to have sex.
Yeah, well, obviously.
Okay, yeah, we're on the same page. Moving on.
It's really good. Who's it?
Gillian Anderson?
Yes! How did you know I was going to say?
It's the only one I know from it.
She's
like the mum or something? Like, see, when I scroll through it on Netflix and it shows you the preview, that's like, she's the first one who's like, I've noticed that you're pretending to masturbate. Which makes me think, like, pretending to masturbate.
Yeah, it's as season 1's kind of story. It's good.
I'm just like, no young boys pretending to masturbate. They are masturbating.
The show kind of rails against the whole purity of not children, but like young adults. In a kind of sensible way, where it's saying like you're going to do it anyway. You may as well know how to do it in a safe, healthy way.
Yeah.
But it's got a lot of really funny stories about, and it's a lot of it. The show is. What was that?
I have no idea.
The show is deliberately super diverse. Like you'd never get a school with the amount of the amount of diversity. Maybe you would somewhere, but definitely none that I would think of. Like, but like because there's like every sexual orientation, ethnicities, just like loads of shit, like loads of issues. Obviously, because it wants to try and deal with a lot of different things.
Covered,
and it deals with it in kind of cool, funny. There's it's a very funny show. It deals with a lot of repression. Like,
is it college? Is it high school?
It's high school. But the show is deliberately made to look like it's some mixture of California and rural England. Like it's set in this weird time period where all the cars are from the 80s, but they have smartphones. Like it's a really cool.
It's an interesting aesthetic.
Yeah, it's just it's nice. I don't know if we're kind of reaching the end of its life cycle.
Do you feel like it's got an expiry date? Like,
100%. I think next season might be the last one, but I've enjoyed it. The characters are fun. All the actors are great. All the actors are in their late 20s now, or were even at the beginning, but they all play very believable high school kids.
Oh, okay.
Is it a very like kind of a self-contained show? Like it doesn't deal with, like, if you know what I mean, like doesn't deal with things like in the world. It's just their own like, storylines.
There's things like a boy who acts out because he doesn't realise he's gay and his dad is emotionless, and then it deals with like a a black guy whose family come from Africa, Nigeria specifically, because they go back to Nigeria, and he's gay, and like it's about like these weird, like these combinations of things, and then it'll show you how they deal with it and how you can, like it's a show about lessons, mate.
Right, okay.
But it's got some really cool like stories going through it, and you get to know the characters, and
it's also a comedy, like
comedy, mate. It's actually really funny, weirdly funny, and like there's a part in this season where someone throws a shit out a coach window and it hits the windscreen in our car, and mate, I've not laughed at that for fucking ages. It was so funny.
It's nice. It's nice when you get a show that's funny, like enough to keep you watching, but also poignant and teaching you a lesson.
Like, and the characters are all likable. That's the thing. Like characters are all likable. He's a Butterfield. You ever heard that guy? You ever seen Ender's Game?
No, I've not.
Yeah, did you see? There was a film me and Sinead went to the cinema to see years ago, and it was awful. It was like something Slaughterhouse Rules.
Not seen that either.
It's like about I don't know if you were there as well, Dom. It was about like
is
a boarding school,
like a slaughterhouse, and it's like you need to wear your apron.
Right, it was gloves. A boarding school, right?
These are the slaughterhouse rules.
A boarding school, right? I'm ignoring what you were saying, but a boarding school, and on the lands of the boarding school, they were digging a hole, and in the hole was monsters, and the monsters came out, and like it's a fucking
trash,
awful film.
Why are they digging that hole if there's monsters in it? Like,
mate.
what the fuck?
I don't know. I don't
Dig a hole.
watch it, give it a go. Like
Nah,
Gillian
right.
Anderson's hot as well.
Yeah,
like,
she's alright. Yeah, she's aged like a fine wine.
she is, and you might learn a few things, Hamish.
Nah, I'm good.
Mate, sometimes you'd watch it with dinner, and like there's just that like shagging going on, and I'm like, this is weird.
You're like, why did I make sausages tonight?
Mate,
It's like going to Shippers, man. Dinner,
Like Joe
a bit
Wilkin-
of buffet, you know.
Joe Wilkinson's in the last season there.
Oh.
He's a drug dealer. He's hilarious, man. He's hilarious.
okay.
You know who Joe Wilkinson is?
yeah.
A lot of British obviously there's tons of British comedy actors in it.
Is it written by like British? Again, you said
I don't
like,
know. I don't know who the writers are, and like, I probably should have looked that up. But
No, that would be out of turn for you to be prepared, mate.
it's a. Do you know what it is? It's a good sitcom to watch. You know how like you watch Friends and that with dinner, or you watch fucking
So it's basically a kind of sitcom, like
sitcom,
easily
with,
digestible.
but with like.
heart. It's got heart.
So you're thinking like kind of Scrubs level?
No,
like,
not even
quite
Scrubs.
that
It's mate, I can't really explain. You have to watch it, right?
I'll be honest, like that's not the
vibe you
I
get.
got from it at all. Like whenever I've seen it, I thought this is a show that I can't think of anything to compare it to, but like, that's like I need to watch that all like in a few days kind of thing.
No,
like,
you don't.
Is it just easy?
There is an ongoing story.
Yeah, but is it fairly easy watching?
Aye, super easy.
Yeah.
Like, and people, I don't know, maybe it's me. I don't think it's very preachy, but like,
The lessons
if you
are there
are
if you want them.
if you are conservative about sexual things, with
then grow the fuck up.
yeah, aye. Anyway,
Yeah,
good show.
yeah.
Get a watch. I think that's all I've watched lately. Like, I've tried. Like, I've not watched Squid Game, Dom. I think because it's been everywhere, and I kind of like. I'm like, I don't really. I'm not.
See,
if you're going to overhype me here, I'm not going to
That's
watch
the thing.
it.
See, the annoying thing is like any fucking new show that comes onto Netflix, you see it on Facebook and everyone's like, oh, it's the like most watched show, and it's like, yeah, because you're looking at the metrics of like the amount of people who watched it in one day,
Yeah,
and that's obviously going to be a
and
lot.
also Netflix do this sort of thing where like they'll promote
Hype
it.
that shit up, yeah.
Yeah.
They'll start the hashtags and stuff like that, and like.
Yeah.
I might watch it at one point because I like the whole Hunger Games Battle Royale thing, and like I like.
You know, we've already talked about this.
I know, but Netflix, mate. Netflix.
I'm the drunk one, and you're repeating yourself, Hugh.
If I do watch it, I'll come in with an anti-capitalist.
Well, I want to know what it is.
Thesis on it, right?
Is there actually a squid in it? And if not, why is it called Squid Games?
No, that's the name of the children's game that they play in Korea. So again, I had no idea. I was like, so they start the intro of the show with kids just playing in the playground, and they show you it's like so you've got like hopscotch kind of squares and stuff. So they draw out this sort of squid creature, and it's like you've got to get to here before people can. So like, they explain the game, and you're like, okay, so you're thinking, okay, that'll be the end game. Like they've got to play this because everything's done like like all these children games, because the first one was like, it's quite like, I think it's heavy. I think that's the only word that I can describe it. It's heavy. You cannot watch this show all in one go. There's a lot of
I've seen a lot of these type. There's a shit ton of anime just like this as well.
Yeah.
I saw a meme, and it was something like, leave him alone. He's just seen episode 6 of Squid Game, and I was round at Sinead's at the time, and I was like, Sinead, what is that about? What happens in episode 6? And she was like, oh, that's the episode I cried at. So I was like, okay. Yeah. It's what it does apparently get heavy. But
Again, it's like you. For like my pal Greenie was up, he was telling us about it. He's like, yeah, you get invested in these characters, and then you're like, fucking hell.
I've heard, as an anime fan, the sub versus dub argument is quite prevalent. There's the purists that say you should just watch the subtitled version.
Apparently, like people have said like it's totally different.
Yeah, like
subtitling, like you miss a lot.
It happens in anime as well, where like they remove like edge, they remove character development, they remove a lot of stuff, and like that's where they argue. That's why anime fans are like, "Oh, I see that sub versus dub has become a mainstream argument nowadays." Like, and I will tend to watch things. See if I'm sitting down to watch something, I watch subtitles.
Yeah.
But see if I'm putting something on while I'm eating dinner or like doing something else, you put on the dub version.
Yeah, you want to be able to kind of.
I think dubs have got so much better now that you can do that. Like compared to what we had, like ocean dubs of Dragon Ball, hey, what's that? He went to the next dimension, and you're like, what the fuck? What's the next dimension? And they took out the halos and I can't remember light bulbs they put in their head. No, they're not dead. They've just got good ideas all the time.
Seeing like the early 2000s, right? We were massive into Dragon Ball as kids, right?
But I just disclaimer, we weren't. They were.
Like me and Jason were, right? So like Woolworths. Remember Woolworths?
Woolworths.
They had Dragon Ball Z DVDs.
Fucking amazing.
Of the movies. Pick Mix is good.
No one cares about Dragon Ball Z. Pick Mix though.
They had Dragon Ball Z movies, right? Which were never on TV here. We had never seen them. We're like, oh, what the fuck is this? Asked my mum to get them. She got them. We took them home, put them in, and Piccolo was called Big Green.
Please tell me you still have this.
No, I don't. But you can get the dubs online, and like Goku sounded like Superman. He was like, "Let's save the world, Krillin," and I was like, "What the fuck is this?" And Krillin was like, "Hey, Goku, what's going on?"
What does he normally sound like, Goku?
He's a bit of a fun, dumb character. You're gonna just ask me to do the voice.
I just want to hear it.
Hey guys, what's going on? Hey, Kamehameha. I hope that's not clipped.
100% clipped.
100%.
But it was fucking hilarious. But at the time, I had no idea. I was like, "What is this? Why is this a thing? Why is there different voices?"
Yeah.
Like, good question. I ask that every day that you talk about it.
It's obviously a licensing issue. Or whatever,
there's the Canadian version, and then there's the French version. There's loads of like different ones. Like I remember watching GT, and it had like a completely different story going on. No, Dragon Ball
Grand
GT.
Tour, maybe.
But it was the same with like but then thankfully as anime became more popular, like
Funimation kind of brought that all in. Like these giant dubbing studios kind of brought it all in.
Cowboy Bebop is a great example. Trigun's a great example of having proper actors doing proper dubs for them, and they're not negating from the story. They're you can only say things in Japanese that make sense in Japan, but you have to twist it sometimes. So English,
there's no perfect translations for something. Japanese is so different for English.
Squid Games does have that issue
Korean?
as well.
Korean, yeah.
Squid Games Korean.
So I mean, like when I was watching it, all I could think about was like, wow, Korea looks so much like Japan. See, with like the buildings and stuff like that, you're like, whoa, this is so spooky.
A couple of 2 years ago, a job came up in Seoul or Busan with my company, and it was a job I could do pretty easily. And like, I was thinking about it, and I was like, that sounds really cool. Like you get a fucking tax-free allowance, a flat, and stuff like that. And like I was like, Sinead, let's do this. I'll apply. We can go and live in Busan, or I think Busan's the port part of Seoul, something like that. And she was like, no. I can't. Like I get what she was saying, so I'm not moving to fucking South Korea on a whim.
I mean, that's a massive change.
But like, how cool? Like just think about living in South Korea for a bit, like because it wasn't permanent. It was like a year or two, and I was like,
I would probably go.
If you don't like, but pandemic and stuff, and like I was saying, like if you live in Seoul and you love Japan, Seoul's like an hour flight to Tokyo, and like South Korea's got like good living standards. It's not fucking a bad place to live.
Yeah.
But I get why she's worried. I can make friends everywhere, like because I'm a lovable cunt, right? But she worries about like leaving her family and stuff. But like how like I would really love to go to Seoul. Just to even go to see the North Korean border and stuff like that.
Yeah, Paige. That's what he's saying. He's talking about North Korea.
Yeah, he's talking shit in his page.
She's having dreams. She's probably thinking about the vet that just removed her nail earlier days.
She was-
I went Bayo.
Mate, she was licking her paw with like where her dewclaw used to be, and I was like, oh.
What's a juco?
So it was like the
Well,
bit
it's up here.
Yeah.
Why did they get them removed?
Because it was twisted.
Yeah, it was twisted off. Like, see, it was a wee shame. Like, I came in last night and she was limping. And I was like,
Yeah.
what's up? Like, so, but the vets were saying it's probably she was on something, she's caught it, not realised and pulled
that
it.
sounds sore.
Yeah,
They do like they hang off. They're usually kind of like
yeah.
Is that part? Yeah,
like you're a dick in the wind,
It's
limp and
flaccid.
flapping about.
it's like a flag.
Yeah,
Slap me in the face.
See, because I've got giant foreskin, it makes a weird noise, like a whistle.
See, I don't have that
Like
problem, mate.
like a whistle, mate. Goes.
I'm foreskinless.
I'll give you some.
I'm like 10% off, man. I'm like an offer.
You want some?
Nah, I'm good.
You're like, I've got plenty.
I'm armor plated.
Armour plated foreskin.
I'm armor king, and you're just king.
Yeah.
Like Tekken.
I liked
mate.
King. Yeah, no, I know. I always played as King. Maybe that's why. Maybe it was a deep-seated reason. Like, and I was like, yeah, this guy speaks to me.
Yeah, King must be circumcised. Let me Google this.
Oh, definitely. Yeah, he looks circumcised. Like the free movement that he's got in his legs. Like he's,
What is this conversation?
There's nothing holding him down. No wind resistance or anything like that. Like,
Kills all the
Yeah,
human
but
butter.
can't feel it, can he?
well,
Who these two when you win championships, mate?
Aye, because
I can't feel it with all the drink anyway, mate.
That's too real. Stop it.
emotions are
What?
dick feeling.
What?
Emotions are dick.
What are those things? Don't
Oh, emotions. That's why Hamish was like, I don't like these things you call feelings.
So with Squid Games, there is a lot of.
Reliable Dom bringing us right back into the.
There's a lot
away from
lot of things that happen in the show they do explain to you as well. There is a bit of that's jarring because me and Andrew were watching it in Korean with the subs.
Yeah.
Because again we're just might as well, and then like the main bad guy I think it is was sitting there, and then he starts speaking American. So you're like, oh, so they're doing okay. So they are.
You mean
switching
English with
between
an
it.
American accent?
Yeah.
Oh, right, okay. Because I was like,
Started speaking English,
speaking
but he was American. But he was.
so it made me sound pedantic there, but I was just like, what does he mean by like American, like a cowboy?
Yeah,
Like a Korean cowboy?
I mean, there's a lot of American accents here.
yeah. There's plenty.
I know, but when you speak American isn't a language.
So you think cowboy when you think?
Okay,
American?
you're being very particular.
I know, but I didn't mean to be. I was just meaning like, does he mean English with like an American accent, or is he meaning like in an American drawl style? I don't know.
He's an American accent. But
So
the game itself was very strange what they started with because again a lot of them
was it that one you see in the trailer? Sorry, the
Red light, green light?
yeah red light green
Was
light.
time Mr. Wolf? As
Yeah,
we used to call it?
yeah, we used to call it from that. And the concept, is that every single person that's there, is desperate for money. But the way that they introduced them to it is like a game where you have to. Again, they explained it, but I don't think they explained it well in the subs. Where you had to throw down a bit of paper. Like there's two envelopes, and you've just got to flip both of them round so they're both facing up. I think that's the idea of it. Quote me if I'm wrong for that. And it's like, if you can do this, you get 200,000 for doing it.
I've seen some of them, and I'm like there's like a honeycomb one. You need to break off like wee bits of honeycomb,
Yeah, to
but not break it. Or something like that. I really don't know.
So like they do that, and it's like that's how they recruit them because they're just like, we know you're desperate for money and that, and you'll do anything. So,
It's like the
but they
American
can't.
military.
So if they can't do it, it goes like, oh, you can try again, but I'll slap the shit out of you. And they're like, what? It's like, yeah, if I can hit you as hard as I can, you can try again. So slaps. I mean, it does it, and it just keeps going to the protagonist. It's just doing that, and then he finally gets it. He's like, yes, I fucking did it. And then he's like, oh, here's the money, and he's like, oh, that's right, I was doing this for money. So he gets lost in the moment. So you're like, oh, that's an interesting character point. Like he does.
So he loves getting slapped. The fuck
So,
out of,
but it's the thing is, like he's a.
he's a sub. It's a 50 Shades of Squid.
What's the name of the podcast? Name of the podcast. I like that.
That was really funny. But so he's like he just gambles his money away. He's in debt to like some loan sharks and stuff. So like he's like, but he wins quite a big lot when he was for his daughter's birthday. So he's like, oh, he takes his money from his mum, steals her card. you know, you're like
an addict, basically.
yeah. So he's like, but he wins big at this race. He runs into somebody, doesn't have the money, and the loan shark's like, here, we're going to, you know, if you don't have this money done by the end of the month, we're going to take your organs from you. So
Yep.
That's how it works, yeah.
yep. So it's like, and it's like he signs like with his blood, like with fingerprint, and he's like, so he's legally bound. I'm like, this is fucked up. But again, it's just, you know, for a narrative to show, like, you know, his intent is he's not a bad guy. He just makes stupid decisions sometimes.
Hamish is like, I relate.
Well, no, like, see, the thing is, I was just about to say, like, you know, that's part of the reason why I drink so much and smoke so much and do other stuff. Like, if anyone ever goes for my organs, like, I'm like, what the fuck, we can't use this, and I'm like, ha ha.
Mate, I'm just looking at, like, I'm sorry, I'm changing something. I'm looking at your hair, right, and how you've got those, like, salt and peppery bits.
Look at your fucking hair. What are you talking about my hair for?
You look like Polly for Sopranos.
Don't. He's a dick. I don't like Polly. I don't like Polly. No, I don't like it.
Who doesn't like Polly? Polly Walnuts.
Me.
You're a weirdo.
He's a dick.
But
yeah, they're all dicks, Hamish. That's the point of Sopranos.
Yeah, well, I suppose. Yeah.
but yeah, like I'm going to watch like the rest. Obviously, you know how miserable
So how
it gets.
far in are you?
So I started watching.
I
I started watching episode 2.
So not very far.
It's not very far because again, it was like I've just not had time to do it. But I really did enjoy the first episode, and I think it's one of those ones. If you start watching it and you're immediately invested,
Yeah.
then yeah, continue it. And again, sure, if you're like an anime fan or you're a fan of like Asian sort of ones, it might feel
a fan of me.
It
fan of
feels
me.
familiar.
But the thing is though, you can still. I felt the tension and felt the parts because again, with, you know, the red light, green light, they're just like these two young guys are like, hey, right, who's going to fucking get ready? Go. So they all start running, and they two run ahead, and then he fucks up. One of the young boys, and he just falls, and the other guy's like, okay, so they're all stopping, and then they go again, and he's like, hey man, get up, you're alright, and then he sees blood just coming from, and then he's like, what the fuck? So he turns around, and then she turns around, and then he gets shot, blood goes over this lassie, and then that's it, fucking chaos. It's fucking like,
Yeah, it seems
okay.
like when I saw the trailer, it was like people don't realise, like, you know, you're gonna get killed here. Like,
no, they don't.
Do you know what?
Honestly, they give you the rules at the start, and it's 3 rules, and they just say it, and they're like, that's it. So they're all very much like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
But it's the way it's shot, the colour representation that they have there, like where they're walking about, the eeriness of the not the NPCs, but the people that are basically running the place. They've all got like
Yeah.
circles, squares, and
yeah,
They're not human,
I was about
very
to
much.
ask, what is the whole circle, square, triangle thing?
so
all
that was
about?
on the card.
Yeah.
But it's also that's the symbols for the Squid Game.
PlayStation, exactly. Yeah.
It's for
This
the
is
Squid
Sony.
Game. So it's the Squid Game logo parts. It's like what's made up of
Oh, right,
the squid, and it's on the logo. So if you look at the Squid Game bit, the square, the text, and the triangles there. But yeah, I would say, like, you know, if I'm talking about this much after like an episode and a bit I've seen of it, it's like, yeah. It's
See, the
worth a
thing
watch.
is, I feel like it's one of those things. It's like a cultural thing. Like, people are going to talk about it.
Yeah.
It's like Tiger King. You need to watch it, even if you're not really that interested.
I watched 2 episodes of Tiger
Everyone's
King,
going
I
to talk
wasn't
about it.
interested.
So,
I watched all of it. I fucking was hooked on that shit. That shit was
Yeah.
fucking so.
like,
Carol
I was-
Baskin, that bit, like, it was like, oh yeah, she murdered her husband. I was like, fucking what? And that was
I wasn't even hooked for like that. Those kind of reasons. I was hooked for like, why?
Yeah.
Why? Well, how are people so fucking
Maybe
weird?
I watched too much shit about like how crazy people in America.
You're
I wasn't
desensitized to it.
I wasn't surprised. And do you know there's more tigers in captivity in Texas than there is in the wild?
Yes, I know. I
Joe Rogan told me that
definitely knew
fact.
yeah. No, I did not know that. But
And one of
there's
his
going to be
many,
Tiger King too.
Yeah, you're doing that.
one of his many, Joe Rogan's one of many stand-up shows called Triggered.
Yeah.
I wonder why.
He's got 14 of them or something like that.
Yeah.
3 good jokes in them.
Hugh, have you been playing anything this week?
Oh, I've been playing a lot.
What have you been playing, mate?
I actually got Life is Strange. Is it True Colour? I've been playing it. I can't remember.
You're the one that playing the game, man. You've talked about
the
it
new
before,
Life is Strange game, right?
Aye.
You know me, I love my Life is Strange. It's Life is Strange. It's good.
shite.
No. I've been playing it slowly because it's not a very long game, and I want to kind of, I paid full price. I want to eke this shit out.
Oh, that's a bit.
Mate, the music. I love, like, do you know what I like about these games? They set them in beautiful places. Like, so Life is Strange 1 and 2 were set in the Pacific Northwest.
Yeah.
Right? And then down towards Mexico. So, like, this is set in, like, Colorado and the Rockies.
Yeah.
And see the set pieces? so nice. Like, you look around, there's lovely mountains, there's flowing rivers, like, tragic shit happens. Your character's an empath with a special... She feels what people are feeling in a really strong way. She's interesting. Our brother...
He's a brother.
Was interesting. You know he's dead because which was really sad and fucked. I knew he was going to die. I just didn't know how. So I think I just beat episode 2 or 3, and it's interesting. There's like an open world area a bit where you walk around and like talk to people, and you can hear what they're thinking and stuff. And the game is unapologetically like anti a lot of things. It's really interesting. The Kings of Leon are in the game. Like, there's a lot of fucking
indie-rific stuff,
indie songs, and it's good, man. Like, it's comfortable. Like, Life is Strange. I wouldn't say it breaks any new ground.
It's familiar.
It looks better.
Yeah,
the characters animate better. That's pretty much all I can say. Yeah. There's not a lot to it, mate. It's just fun.
Yeah.
I don't know if you didn't like the other ones, you're not going to like this one.
Well, again, like, I think it's just more that I played them so long ago, and like I played them when they came out, and I was just like, I was playing so much, different other games. I might enjoy it. One of the boys from work said he would give me his copy, and I can.
The new one.
He's like, do you think that might be a good game to stream, because he was watching. Well, no, he says like, he's seen the streamer mode that was on it. It just basically takes out all the games, but I don't know if you've seen like the Warner Twitch.
Yeah.
So that could be coming through soon. Maybe we don't know. It will take a wee while for that to come through. So
the game's pretty chill, man. Like, see, when you're playing it, there's parts where like it slows down and like it shows you the scenery, and like
the whole thing slowed down. Let's be honest.
It's a slow game, right? I'll be honest, but that's why I like it, because like it's my relaxing game.
Yeah.
It's better, like it's not strenuous gameplay.
Yeah.
Like you can't be bad at Life is Strange.
So I think sorry to interrupt you. I think the problem I had with the first one was because I started it and I was like, right, I want to get all the achievements. So I was like rewinding and going and seeing everything, because one of the things you had to do was like see every outcome or whatever it may have been.
That ruins games. So
I feel like I might have like enjoyed it if I actually just played it like first time with my decisions. But
here's the thing about Life is Strange: if you want achievements, there's chapter select. So you could have done it anyway.
Yeah.
But like, the game is slow, gameplay is easy.
I literally only played the first chapter, which is obviously going to be slow.
Yeah, because you got to set it up.
It's the setup.
It's Life is Strange 1's pretty fucking good. Like, if you ever want them, I have all of the games. So
I'm sure I bought it. Like, I bought all of Life is Strange. Like,
the whole thing.
Just
it's cheap now, I think, as well.
I mean, I do enjoy those kind of, like, I love the Telltale games and stuff like that. And I was like, I like this kind of game, and
it's more personal, these games.
Yeah,
because it's about
everyone was going on about it.
Yeah.
When it first came out, like it was hyped to fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I did look at it, and like probably for the same reason that you like it, it's chilled out, and I was like, yeah, that'd be a nice wee fun game to play. But then I just put too much pressure on myself, like, right, I need to see everything, so I need to go back, and I need to do this, and I need to do that. I
honestly think that's a toxic way to play games, and I'm just saying, I do the same thing sometimes, because I'll go into how long to beat. Like, I'll look at the games what I play and I go, which one's the shortest? I want to smash out the shortest, because I'm going to tell a story in a minute about how I'm playing another game, right?
Yeah.
So like, I've just stopped doing that and just play games I like now.
Yeah.
But like, Life is Strange is good. It's not great. It's not blowing me away. Fine. I am enjoying playing it though. It's my chilled game. And I was saying that you get to these wee set pieces where the character sits down and the music kind of picks up, like really good music. I've been trying to get the soundtrack, but I just can't find it anywhere. There was special editions of the first games that came with the soundtrack. The one expensive, it was like an extra $5 or something like that. But they didn't release one for Life is Strange 2.
Maybe they never got enough people buying it, so they just stopped.
Probably. It's pretty shitty, but like, you'll sit there and then it'll be beautiful scenes of the Rocky Mountains and the river and people walking by having a chat, and sometimes you're just like, and it'll say like get up, press B to get up, and you're
just like,
maybe
later.
I'm having a wee sip or something, I was like, I'm just sit here and
very, very rarely, like, but I love it when it happens, but very rarely in a game I'll literally just kind of sit and be like, oh, this is nice, like,
like,
this is, I'm comfortable,
I love loads of games. Hades, fucking love that game. Yeah, I can, like, you could play that game forever, but you have to be on it there's no stopping in that game.
Yeah,
Like the next game I'm playing, the next game I'm playing is Infamous Second Son.
Yeah.
You just sit about in that game. You're constantly moving. You're using your powers. You're going here. You're going there. You're like
You're grinding on like power pulls and stuff like
Ah,
that.
it's
Your
so
Venom, mate. Your Venom.
Yeah,
pretty much. I've
Yeah. I think it was meant to be a Venom game that they reskinned.
Infamous.
Yeah.
yeah.
That's pretty cool, actually.
And I think we've talked about it on like one of the very, very early podcasts.
It weirds me out that they've not made like an Infamous 1 and 2 like remaster for
Yeah.
PS4.
I think if they're ever going to do that, I bet soon right after it, Prototype 1 and 2 will come out. It's like
Prototype 1
oh.
and 2 is out again.
Maybe it's
Oh, has it been
maybe it's
remastered?
Prototype I'm thinking of, but one of those
Oh,
games.
Venom. No, that's
one,
that'll be
one of those games.
Prototype.
Like, it's the same kind of idea. Like I get.
I
them
think
mixed
they
up
came out at the
'cause
same
they're-
time.
They did.
I really
Yeah.
get them mixed up, but there was basically a game where like you have like the tendrils and all that.
No, that's
That's Prototype,
That's
yeah.
That
Prototype,
was
yeah.
it, right, okay, yeah, that was apparently meant to be a Venom game that they were just like, nah,
Oh, yeah, there
can't
was
make it a Venom game.
To leave off the Life is Strange thing, if you're not massively into them, don't pay a lot for this game. I hope they make more because it's a lovely chilled out game. But like, borrow it for me or wait until it's on sale.
You heard that, folks? Borrow it from Hugh. Message
Borrow
in
it from Hugh,
Instagram.
yeah.
I'm
Message us
just
your
DM me.
your address, your bank number, your.
I need a deposit.
A huge deposit.
No, I even played even though I wasn't a big fan of the first one, I did play a bit of the.
Before the Storm is probably like Before the Storm is the best one out of all of
What's
them.
the one where you go to you're in there's a wee cabin and no, you start off you're like at college and you get your stuff and then you go to your long lost. Not long lost,
Tell Me
but
Why.
your brother. Tell me why. Yeah, I played that.
Tell
as
me
well,
why
yeah.
was no. Tell me why. Tell me why it is a Life is Strange game, but it's not. I don't understand why they didn't call
Is
it.
it the
Life
same
is-
universe?
It's the same. It's the same company. I think it was Don't Nod that made that.
Game.
It is the same company that made Life is Strange. I don't know. Maybe it wasn't Square Enix that published it. Maybe that's why. I don't know who owns Life is Strange, the series.
Yeah.
But that game is a Life is Strange game.
Yeah.
I really like that game. That was. Those games are weird though.
I played that. Like I started that, and then even though I'm not a big fan of that series of games, you get to the bit where you drive off with your sister or whoever she is, and then I was like, yeah, I'll play that later on. Never went back to it.
It's because it was on Game Pass, wasn't it?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Probably was. Yeah.
Aye, I mean, all these games are good, but I honestly if I play it on if I'm not up for strenuous gameplay,
Yeah, something you need to pay constant attention to
Yeah.
and get the reaction times and all that shit. Yeah,
so I'll put on my headphones for that game as well because of the music and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the next game I'm playing, right? You heard it, Infamous Second Son. Right?
Yeah.
We all know this game came out for the PS4. It may have been a launch game.
I think it was a launch game for the
Right.
PS4.
Hamish, I have the same issue as you, mate. Right? See, when games are my biggest fucking hobby. Instead of watching films and TV shows and all that, games are our hobby, right?
Yeah.
So, but I don't feel the same way. Games take up so much time. You feel differently about them compared to movies and TV shows because there's interaction there. You have to actually be putting effort in.
I think
Yeah.
the investment there, you expect something back from them. As well.
and I like RPGs. You like RPGs, don't you?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Hey, you're not a huge fan of them, but
No,
RPGs.
No, hold on, no. I love RPGs, not JRPGs.
JRPGs,
so you
right.
guys watch. But
So
play.
you could be the same thing, right? So a 50 hour, you feel the same way. If you know a game's 50 to 100 hours, I feel a bit of fucking stress on me.
Yeah, no, it's no, you're right. Because I mean, not so much recently. I've been kind of more it's a long game, fuck that. But
Yeah.
there are in the past, Witcher 3, even I suppose recently Cyberpunk. I knew that was going to
Assassin's
be a wee while. Assassin's Creed stuff. I had no problem before, but now lately I'm not even playing short games. I'm just
You get stressed out, don't you? You just turn it
I've
off.
rewatched Breaking Bad recently. I've literally came home, had dinner, and then I'm like, do I want to play a game? Do I want to just sit and watch something? And I've seen Breaking Bad. This is probably my third time seeing Breaking Bad because
Good show,
it's a
man.
fucking great show. And I've just been I don't want to put any effort in. I want to just sit here and watch something.
I honestly think the hardest part of gaming for me now is choosing what to play.
Yeah.
Right, and not even choosing what to play. I'll choose what to play, but it's like getting that momentum going. Right? So say things like Hades, they start super fast. Loved it.
Yeah.
But I think I bought the Nonary games. You know what the Nonary games are?
No.
Visual novel games. They came out on the Vita and I think the DS, but then they kind of remastered them and packaged them up for the PS4 and the PS5. and they're like it's kind of like Saw, but you're one of the characters, and it's like a visual novel. You have to make decisions to get out and stuff like that. It's pretty fucking cool. But like, I kind of started it, and I was kind of like, don't know. I turn it off, and I'm like, I go to another game. I'm like, I don't know. Like, so for me now, right, I just went to my shelf of games that I've bought, and I went, right, what's the oldest game on this shelf that I have never played? And it was Infamous. And I was like, well, I'm going to play Infamous. Then I'll play Infamous's DLC side game, First Light. And I was like, I'll go over here because, I've got the Order 1866 up there.
Oh, Jesus.
You ever remember that game? It was like 6 hours long, and it came out with the early PS4, and like...
It was supposed to be the next gen thing, and it was like all about werewolves, and there's 2 werewolves in the game or something.
And I was like, just start a game, and if you hate it, fuck it off and get rid of it then.
Aye.
Like, but I started playing Infamous. It's a good game.
Yep.
Yeah.
But it shows its age now. It's at the start of the PS4, so you kind of get that open world Ubisoft look, and it's just stuff on a map. Yeah. But the only saving grace is the powers are really fun.
Yeah.
The characters are funny. It looks still really good because it came out in 2014. I don't know if there's any kind of boost mode going on
over PlayStation 5.
But I always wanted to play Infamous games because they look like comic book games.
Yeah.
So, playing Infamous. Halfway through, I think. It's not much going on, but I'm enjoying the gameplay.
Yeah.
But I think I'm on a game buying...
embargo.
Good word, Hamish, good word.
I know.
Because
I'm a little smarter than you two. So.
How many games have you bought lately that you've just not like?
Don't even
I bought Nonary Games and Akiba's Beat on sale. You know, and Dom knows this because we share probably, and he probably sees them just appear. Like
I'm like, what the fuck?
And like, it's 2 games I wanted to play, and I'm like, oh cool, I want to play them. Then I don't even open them. Cool, that's in my library.
Yeah.
Like, what was the point in buying them?
I'm so bad for that. I'm like, I will play this one day, and then it just gets lost in the sea of games.
Patch it.
You buy another game, you go,
I patch it out.
Because I was going to buy Deathloop, right?
Yeah.
For the podcast content, for streaming, and for myself, because it's a PS5 exclusive new game.
Yeah, it does look quite fun.
70 quid.
Yeah.
Sony could suck my dick, man.
Yeah.
I'm not paying 70 quid for a new game. It's not just Sony, it's all the games. I'm not paying 70 quid for a new game, man. Like... Put my foot down here.
Yeah.
I mean, I've been a sucker for their shit for years.
Is there any games you've been playing, Hamish?
I mean, I literally just yesterday bought Miles Morales because I think last time on the podcast I said that I'd ordered a PS5. I wasn't sure if it was actually going to show up. Yeah. It did. Not only did it show up, it showed up like a couple of days later, even though it was saying like, oh, it was going to be a month. But it showed up. Played the wee Astro game, the wee Playroom.
That's a good game, man.
I re-downloaded, like God of War and Spider-Man and stuff like that. Yeah, just to kind of see what it was like. And then I was kind of like, okay, cool. Anyway, Xbox, because I didn't have any. I played Abe's, the new Abe one, whatever that's called. The new Abe one. Yeah.
New Abe one. Have you got PS Plus?
Yeah. No. So I do
so
have.
You get the PS Plus collection.
Games. Yeah, I do have some games.
You gonna play Persona 5?
No. Nope.
Mate, you'd love Persona 5.
Nope.
You've never seen it coming, mate.
Never seen it coming.
You made this joke on the last podcast.
We'll make it on every podcast.
I only remember that because I literally just edited it like 2 days ago.
Every podcast until you play Persona 5.
But anyway, so I bought it and then it was just kind of sitting there, and I was like, surely I need to get something to actually make this purchase worthwhile.
I need to spend more money to justify why I spent all that money.
Yeah, just justify spending more money. But I was a wee bit kind of hesitant because I was like, Hugh, you say it's a Christmas game.
It is.
It definitely is. Like I have started playing it, and I was like, this is such a Christmas game.
It's a winter game, man.
But we're in October. It's getting close enough to wintry season. Yeah. So I've been playing that, and it's basically just Spider-Man. But I fucking love Spider-Man, so I'm quite happy with it. Yeah.
How you've got an HDR telly, haven't you?
Yeah.
4K HDR.
Oh yeah.
Some of us haven't got HDR.
Mate, I've had that for years. Other day I was looking at 8K TVs. I was literally just bored, and I was like, And I actually even put in the chat is there any point?
No.
Nah, there's not any point now, is there?
Because by the time the 8K becomes prevalent enough for you to buy it, there'll be better tellies to buy.
Yeah.
And they'll be cheaper.
It was genuinely
Dom
because...
Dom, I'm not even dragging Dom on this one because he was an early adopter of 4K. But his telly didn't come with HDR. Because it was so early on, wasn't it? And, like, HDR wasn't standard.
Yeah.
But now, you don't want to replace it. It was expensive. And now every telly's got HDR. And you're like, well, I'll miss out on HDR then.
Nah, I was genuinely like... I'm getting paid in a couple of days. Like,
Man,
what can I spend my money on?
I know that feeling, and do you know what has to happen? I have to go for the future. Yeah. That money's for the future.
Yeah. the first thing I looked at, it was like it was on a web. I can't remember the website, but it had it like filters all the TV screen sizes, and I was like, I mean, I've got a 60 now, right? So it needs to be bigger. There's no way I'm buying a smaller TV. And then there was a filter for like 75-inch plus, and I was like, yes, that one, right? So I looked at all the 75-inch plus. There's like 81-inch TVs, and I'm like, Jesus Christ.
It's wild, isn't it?
You ever been to Costco?
Not in years.
There's 85-inch tellies at the door, right? Yeah. And I made Sinead stand next to it because it was bigger than her and take a picture.
I think your fiance puts up with, man.
I know, she hates me.
But I mean, him in general, like, it's bad enough. But I saw that and then I was like, wait, no. Hugh's told me, it's been drilled into me, like, no, it's not all about the size. It's a resolution and all that shit.
Wait.
Like,
so I was like,
your room's not huge. It's a big room, but it's not huge. If you're going to get an 80-inch telly, you need to sit further back and stuff like that.
So even if like a 81-inch telly from where Hughes, like, you're what, 2-3 metres away, not even that. Even having that telly at 81-inch would still be so far.
Like, if I was going to get a new TV, I've already got the 60-inch 4K in my bedroom, so it would be in my spare room, and it would be like basically, it would be like, I'd put it on the wall of it's basically like from this end of this couch to that wall. So there would be plenty of space. So
why wouldn't you just projector at that point?
I was thinking projector, but I don't know. But anyway,
I'll send you some videos.
What did we even start on?
Miles Morales.
Miles Morales,
Miles Morales. You're spending your money. It's a Christmas game. Go.
Yeah, but the annoying thing is as well, like, and I hate the fact that I do this. Like, I'm such a completionist. I've barely scratched the surface of it, like beat Rhino and stuff like that. And then the first thing that came up on my map is like, here's these wee supply drops. They're all over.
Oh no, I did that too.
But I'm like, I just need to get on with them before I go anywhere else. Like,
I did it too. The game is not that long, right? This game isn't that long.
I kind of got the feeling that, like, I was like, is this a like, DLC packaged as a game? Like,
Spider-Man, the original one, is me and you platinumed it. You platinumed it?
I platinumed it.
We all platinumed it. It's about 50 hours in it.
No,
40 to 50 hours.
Nowhere near that. I'm a lot better.
If you're not doing the game plus, I think it's about 40 hours.
It's long. This game you can platinum in 20, less than 20. Like, I did the same as you. I did get the feeling
it was a shorter game,
but the game will stop you and make you do story at certain points.
Yeah.
So like, it'll give you so much things to do, and then if you do them, you do a bit of story. Then it'll maybe give you some other stuff to do. Good game though, man. Like, see, I was talking about HDR because how. The lighting, I don't know if you've got... How far are you in?
Like...
Have you met the bad guys?
No.
Have you been on the bridge yet?
No, I've beaten Rhino and...
There's that?
Pretty much, yeah.
Right.
But I was looking at the...
purples and the saturated colours, man. It just looks so...
I've met the Rock Song guy and I was like, he's going to be the bad guy. He's obviously going to be the bad guy.
Is he?
I'd say he seems like a bad guy. Anyway, but no, like, I did like the fact that you can choose, like, 60 FPS, 30 FPS, 60 FPS with HDR, like fake HDR. And all
I always go
for
HDR and frame rate. And then
I was like, again, I was like, Hugh says it's better to, get the frame rate. So instead of the 30, I'll go with the 60. With
it makes
HDR.
Seeing a game of Spider-Man, it makes a difference.
Like, I was literally thinking, like, Spider-Man, he's all about those reflexes and the fast shit, like, I'll go for
honestly,
the frame rate.
I have this argument with a guy in work. He talks about how he likes resolution better than he likes frame rate, and I'm like, look, the game, you will feel better in the game at 60.
Yeah,
like, what you done? Yeah. Like, do you play?
I look better, like, when I'm standing on top of a building looking around, but it's the actual gameplay that makes a difference.
And also, did you turn on ray tracing?
Yeah,
so
it's like a 60 FPS rate.
It's like there's a few things you have to kind of do, but like ray tracing makes a massive difference, especially if you're doing that looking over the city thing.
The reflection in the windows.
Reflection in the windows, because if you go up to the windows, you can see yourself. You're like,
I saw that one. Like I like I was like, what? Oh wait,
what's going on over here? Sorry,
but I mean, no, I've not really played much else apart from that, to be honest.
Like
chess. I've been playing chess.
You've been playing chess?
Yeah, I mean, well, like, so Sinead got like a new chessboard, and she played a few times, and then I went round and I'm not.
Did you beat her ass at it?
I was like in like 12 moves. And then, like, I'd knocked the stuffing out of her. Like, she's not played it again since.
Oh,
poor lass.
But I was like, I mean, I've bought a couple of Xbox chess games in the past, like, because we game share. I was like, download them, practice, and she's not touched it.
That's alright, man. Like, you just ruin things. It's like when I beat Jason at FIFA.
Exactly.
You'll never play FIFA again.
No, exactly. Yeah.
ruined.
But no, seeing things now. No.
Miles Morales is good though. Like I said to you, Dom, I get you at Christmas, but it's something that I kind of want to like play as well.
Yeah.
But like you've got it. You can, like I've already said it.
I'll probably stream it like as well. I think that's a good one to stream.
I just love that feeling, the wee warm feeling you get.
Yeah. I bought Far Cry 6, and for those listening,
It is.
I will be streaming it soon.
Ooh.
It is Far Cry.
Yeah, it's Far Cry. It's
It's
great.
a far cry away
Exactly.
from Hugh's compliments.
No, like, I've heard it is good, but
Mate, I
people are
showed
like,
you Chorizo.
I know.
I showed you the
fun.
dog. Right, he's cute.
Do you know what? I've got all the Far Cry games, right? I bought them for like pennies because when they go down in price, they're fucking pennies.
They
And
get 3 played, mate.
do you know what? People have said 3 and Primal.
I mean,
I
Primal's
would say-
alright. I mean,
Primal-
it's literally a caveman game.
Do you know what's weird about that though? Like that was like out of the. That was out left field for Ubisoft, wasn't it?
Yeah,
That was like
it was a
something,
wee bit different.
something cool. Everyone says 4's kind of forgettable.
4's forgettable because 3 was so good.
Right.
I think
Yeah.
5 is
5 is better than
better.
4.
5 is
Yeah.
better than 4.
The thing is though, like, see the season pass of Far Cry 6 is you're literally playing as the villains of 3, 4, and 5. So
What?
Yeah.
that's the season pass. So season 3. See, Far Cry 3, he plays Vas Montenegro, who
Right.
was like,
The antagonist.
yeah,
The guy with the mohawk?
he wasn't like he was the iconic villain. Far Cry 4, he plays Pagan Min, who was like the antagonist.
you
Far
play the
Cry
cult
5 was
leader?
John Seed, the cult leader guy. Yeah, that's what the season pass is. It's like 3 things, and then you play it as them.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
I don't know if it's like their story from the games or whatever,
Yeah.
or you just play.
So
as
if I
them,
played
but
3, how long do you think it would take me to like
it depends.
get to go? I'm going to play another Far Cry game now. Do you think it'll be like a year? Because
It depends, mate. Like,
it's Ubisoft, innit?
it depends. Yeah, it's Ubisoft, so there's so much to do. So you could put 30 hours into
Is
it.
it worth me doing everything in the game though?
No,
Nah.
not everything in the
Is
game.
it
No,
like is it one of them games where like they give you loads of shit, but it's just worth doing the main missions?
I mean, there's loads of shit, and it is good. Like there's humor in it, and there's good storytelling in it, but there are side missions, so they don't really make a
Yeah.
difference. Like, I would definitely suggest play 3. Just go through the main missions. Just go through the story.
Yeah.
I can't even remember the head bad guy in Far Cry 3 because Vas steals the show. He's
No, right. Okay.
he's the more iconic villain.
I might play 3. It's got an upgrade on Xbox
Yeah,
as
play
well.
the classic edition, or whatever it's called. Honestly, play through that. Just go through. Just go story mission to story mission.
Cool.
You'll-
No, I'll
you'll
definitely
enjoy
give Far Cry a try. I told you I'm trying to play older games. I think I've got 3. I think I have it for the 360. Like, see when I hear games are good and then I see them for like pennies,
Yeah.
I'll pick them up and just put them on my shelf
They
where they live
it
forever.
doesn't even need to be the definitive. That's not even the classic edition. Like, it plays fine.
Yeah, cool.
But no, it's a good story. It's a good story.
Nice.
What's the definition of insanity here?
Doing the same thing over and over, expecting different results.
Yeah.
I thought it was
Like
listening to this podcast.
Don, what you been playing except with yourself? 70 episodes or something, right?
Don was watching porn earlier on. Weren't you?
I was out of context porn, and it's one of the funniest Twitter.
It was
handles you know.
actually fucking hilarious.
Yeah,
And
it just came up like randomly. Someone saying, "I think this is my new musical genre. I want to watch it." It was
Jason
ridiculous.
named off every porn star in it, and
Oh yeah,
greatest
he's
hits.
Yeah, well,
look at that.
we were like,
I
look at
can't
that,
remember the
it's
names,
a
but he was like, "Oh, look, I know that. I know them. I know them."
Jason's like, oh, I know who that is. What games did you play this month, Dom?
this month.
Right. Is that a jab at me?
Is that what it is? What's going on here?
Motherfucker, I've been working so much and I was sick and whatever. Man, fuck you. Right.
Give him told Hamish.
No one's been nasty to you, Hamish.
No, I'm not talking to you. You said month. He said week.
No,
I said month then week.
Oh, you said month. Okay. Right. Well, fuck both of you then.
I was like, month?
I mean, someone was late with the podcast.
We're still waiting on the one of you. We're meant to edit 6 years ago.
Stop! Right.
You're tearing me apart.
So, finally finished Hades. A good couple of runs after I found a decent build.
Took you long enough.
What did you use? Tell us your build.
So use Zag's
pretty weak, pretty thin.
harsh. Zag's
Not thin in the middle, man.
Zag's sword. Fucking hell.
We're so mean to Tom. Sorry, Tom. We love you.
Zag's sword, Poseidon,
Right.
charms, and it was what's her name? Frozen lassie. Her dash. No, not a dash.
The seasons.
Yeah.
Bitch.
You mean Persephone's mum?
Persephone's mom. See when that happened, man, that
Cheers,
twist.
mate.
I was like, whoa.
Oh shit! Sorry, that's.
Oh, do you not know that?
I haven't beat the game that. I beat
No,
the game.
it's like that's it.
Mate, that's not even beating the game.
No.
That is history. Well,
Yeah.
it's like.
Oh, right. I
mythology.
thought it was going to be like a part of the story.
No.
Maybe.
No, it's literally just history.
Is it? I don't know.
But it comes out as a twist. It's like, wait, what? And you're like, oh.
It does actually, yeah.
Yeah. But then to be fair,
I've beat it 4 or 5 times, something like that.
I'm up about like 10 now, but then I'm like,
Did you get your true ending
Dom's
yet?
beating you.
Sorry?
Dom's
Did
beating
you
you.
get your true ending yet?
I've not got the true ending yet because you need to do another ending finish. Like if you do it with like getting people ranked up a certain way in that as well. There's another complete ending thing, but
There's like we talked about this last time. There's after 10 runs, the person you're after comes back home with you.
Yeah.
is it after
then-
that? Right, okay. Maybe I've
then-
got one more run to do then.
After that, she's like, I've got a plan to make all the gods happy.
Yeah,
And then you need to get all your relationships up.
yeah.
That's the one that takes fucking ages because you
Yeah.
get all that nectar and give
Yeah,
it
because you've got to go
everyone
back and forth.
I basically get like full, relationship status with.
So, like-
Wisdom.
It doesn't matter because it may be spoilers, right? But see when she comes back, surely Hades is happy at that point.
He's happier.
Yeah.
So why is he still fighting you?
Well,
Yeah, no, there's more to it than that.
it's
Right,
more.
okay, is there another thing that happens?
Well, no, I mean, like, no, you still fight and stuff like that, but it's more of a like,
Test?
let's spar kind of thing.
Oh, right, okay.
Security, I've just
Basically,
noticed that you've
aye.
escaped so many times. Maybe there's like an issue with like Hades because like cunts like you can walk out. Maybe that's a bad thing. So it's like we'll do this as testing.
He literally basically puts you in charge of the underworld security, and he's like, right, keep trying it, keep trying to get your way out.
This game is so deep with like shit because like, see if you think you beat it, there's so fucking much to do.
Yeah. But yeah, finally finished that. I do think I need to delete it from my Xbox though because it's one of those ones. It's like you could just play and just like
What's wrong with that?
half an hour, okay, and then you got one more run. I think that's it. I'm just like I want to play other games. So
But you've got so much to go down.
exactly. So I switched it up and downloaded a few games on Game Pass because it was nice to see a few big launches that were on that. The most notable one, Skatebird. Did I just play that?
Fuck,
No,
I
what the
did play
fuck
that.
is
It was so fucking shit,
It's
wasn't it?
awful. It's
Oh.
awful. I really wanted to love it.
Yeah.
I was like, it's a wee bird on a skateboard.
Oh
I'm
my
like,
God.
this is my jam.
Yeah,
right
you
here.
could make them
But
wear hats and stuff. You're like, oh my god, this is
you
gonna
pick
be
what
amazing.
kind of bird you are.
Yeah.
It was
I'm trying to figure out what kind of podcast this is.
Oh,
Like,
it was
bad one.
It was bad. It was not a very good game.
No, it was awful.
No?
very lackluster. Didn't feel great. It felt like bad Tony Hawk's. What Tony Hawk's 3,
5.
4? What was the
No,
5?
five,
Sorry,
five.
5. Yeah.
It wasn't. It was like a fucking Newgrounds Tony Hawk's. Man.
is it a fucking mobile game?
I mean, it's like that level of quality. Like
Right,
it's
okay.
a console game, but it's.
I thought you were going to talk about AI Somnium Files or some
No.
the other,
But there was
heavy
other.
hitters that came out
No,
this
no,
month?
but the other one that came out that I really did enjoy, The Artful Escape.
Oh,
Oh,
I saw that.
I was
What is
gonna,
that
I was
like?
actually going to stream that. And
Yeah.
just
You should stream it.
didn't.
You really,
Sorry,
honestly, you really should stream it because it is one of those games
It
that
looks mental.
it's
I'll stream it tomorrow.
it's one of those games.
I've got Far Cry. It's fine.
I'll
Whatever.
stream Far Cry after as well.
You know when
I'm
Hugh
busy
says he's going to
tomorrow.
stream it, he's not
I
going to do
won't-
it.
I
Yeah.
You won't stream Far Cry because you won't buy Far Cry because it's Ubisoft, mate.
I know, but like I'll put myself into that hole just to annoy you.
So yeah, it's like a game that you just sort of, it's a visual music. It's basically like a music video you're playing.
Yeah, it looks mental.
And you have wee
in a good
parts
way.
you can't fail at either. It's just like you're just basically Simon Says through the games.
Right.
It's, you know, it's great. Like visually, the music's fucking phenomenal.
Yeah.
Because like you're basically playing like as a folk singer.
Yeah.
Who is like, he's just playing, he's trying to live up to his uncle's hype, like he used to be, like, you know, like basically Bob Dylan, but he's dead. He dies like Bob, I was going to say Bob Holly, Buddy Holly. I always say Bob Holly.
You just look like Bob Holly.
I'm sure I said that before.
Goddamn right.
Goddamn right.
Get the fucking chairs out. Batter people
You're
with
gonna break your ass in half, you asshole. What is it?
You break your ass in half.
Bob Holly.
But yeah, it's just going to like the psychedelic way of that, and the soundtrack behind it, and you can bring out your electric guitar.
Man.
Yeah, you can bring your guitar out any time. The guitar fits round whatever's playing in the background, but it lights up everything around you.
Yeah,
it's, you can get the soundtrack out on Spotify and stuff. It's great.
Man,
And again, it's about what 5-6 hours. Easy as, like you can just sit back and just relax and just listen to the music and watch the visuals and fucking trip out.
5-6 hour game, man. It's king. It's a king of games.
Yeah.
But also on stream, I completed the first and second chapter of Deltarune.
Oh, when did you do that?
Look at this motherfucker, like first and second.
The first chapter's been out for a while, and then it's been 2 years.
What's Deltarune?
Deltarune is basically Toby Fox's sequel to
Who's Toby Fox?
the wee annoying dog that's in Undertale. What's Undertale?
So, do you know what's weird?
I'm just saying
is
there's
an
going to be.
anagram of Undertale.
I'm just saying there's going to be people listening to this that don't
That's
know what you're talking about.
Toby Fox is the guy that created the game that nearly made Dom insane.
Oh,
Yeah, the Sands. Mr.
With
Sands.
763,000 attempts.
Yeah, fucking
4 weeks of Dom just staring at his TV.
I
I beat it in like 1.5 goes, man.
Angie,
What
like,
a half?
Angie's got the number of a local
Samaritans.
psychiatric ward, like
Local Samaritans.
just on speed dial, like,
Angie's the only one going, "You can do this, Dom." And she's just typing out, "You can do this, Dom."
and then like
You can do
the
this, Dom.
very few times that we would go and be like, you fucked this, Dom.
You
It's not gonna
you
happen.
can't do this, Dom.
Thanks, guys.
We're a supportive podcast.
Just give up, man.
Do you know what? And I didn't give up. I John Cena did, mate. Never gave up.
I did actually watch a wee bit. I saw a wee bit, but then I chatted to you and I said something and then I was like, I'm logged in as a Patchison one. So
Yeah, I said
How
that.
embarrassing is
Everyone
it?
thinks that's
See
just
that? Sometimes I've got like my tablet open and my phone's I think is my account and the tablet's the Patches In account,
Yeah.
so I can look at comments as I'm streaming.
Yeah.
And like sometimes I'll forget and write a comment in there and like I'm like, oh, fuck, that's not gonna make any sense because like I've said something that's Patch Hugh and it comes up as Patches In. I'm like, fucking idiot.
So is it basically Undertale? Is it
So
different?
so they released chapter 1 for free, like back in 2018.
Yeah,
and I can
it's a
remember
while
it came
ago,
out. It
man.
came out on
why are you
Twitter.
playing it now?
Oh, let me explain. Hamish, Jesus.
Let me explain.
So it came out. Like Toby Fox released on Twitter this like survey. He's like, here, I just need some feedback on Undertale. I'm thinking this is my new game. I'm just wanting some feedback. What works in that? So when you click on it, it downloaded this feedback, and it turned out to be Chapter 1 Deltarune.
Oh,
So it was him showing you. So everyone was like, "Oh my god, the sequel's out. This is what it is." But it's not. The intro chapter is like putting your character details, putting your name, putting your head, your body type, and it's like, okay, this game, choices don't matter. You don't get to decide.
Okay.
And you're like, okay,
This is
so
the opposite of Undertale.
yeah. So basically, the whole game sets up in Chapter 1 that you don't have a say in this game. You have no control over this. This is about Chris, who's the main protagonist, and this is his story or her story. And then you start noticing that characters are from Undertale that are in here, but they don't remember anything about it. Like Alphys, the wee scientist, is a teacher.
Oh yeah, the one that fancies.
Undyne is the one that fancies Undyne, who's a police officer who has 2 of her eyes. She's not got the eye patch.
Oh.
People that the Missy and Kitty, the cat and the crocodile,
Yeah,
oh my
you see
god,
the back
those
of
two,
the- back of
they're
the
not
alley,
friends.
like,
They don't like each other.
So is this a prequel?
We don't know. So in the Chapter 1 back, people lose their mind, going, "What the fuck is this?" But you see Sans. He's got his own wee place with Sans, and he's like,
Before you've wrecked him?
"Yeah, this is." I was like, "You motherfucker, here he is," and he's like, so you can ask him questions like, "Oh man, it's nice seeing you." He's like, "Ah, it's nice seeing you too, even though I've never met you before." So you're like, okay, so it's like an interesting
It's not
concept.
about you, Thomas,
Yeah,
Chris.
it's not about you. So what happens is like you go into what's called the dark world with Susie, who's your classmate who's a monster.
Classic.
Yeah.
And you fall into this world that everything turns into a turn-based RPG. You can act like in Undertale, where you can, persuade people not to hurt them.
Yeah.
And on the way you meet Raziel, who is a mage, who is a pacifist, who's like, yeah, don't fight, fighting's bad. But Susie's on your team, who the last 8 fell in with you, who hates everybody and just wants to kill. So the dynamic in chapter 1 is you've got to tell the people you're fighting, she's going to kill you, you better watch. Yeah. So that's the dynamic in the first chapter. Is like you're trying to show Susie that, killing's not the greatest thing to do.
Yeah.
So this is back, so 2008, what happens? So back in 2008, like at the end of chapter 1, Chris rips out his heart, but as in the Undertale heart, like the wee heart there, and throws it into a cage, and then turns around and he's got the knife, and people automatically thought that's the Kara from Undertale, who was like the destroyer of worlds, the genocide run, the game where it's like, stop killing everybody, we don't want you to kill, because if this character gets out, it's going to destroy all the universes. So everyone's like, oh my god, that's it, this is what it is, the sequel. So that was back in 2018, and chapter 2 came out a couple of weeks ago. They sort of dropped that on a 6-year Undertale anniversary. Toby Fox came on, sorry.
Right, so
why is it taking so long?
Because it's just Toby doing it really himself. He's got a few people, he's just doing it.
So how long is it going to take?
So this is like what he's been talking about. So this took, 2.5 years to do the next part.
So is it going to be like 2.5 years until the next chapter?
So like after chapter 2 came out, he did say that at the end of chapter 2, 1, 2 are at the top, and then you've got 7. So he's like, there's 7 parts to this.
Oofed.
So you're like, okay, what the fuck? So, but he has come out and said 3, 4, and 5 are all coming out at the same time.
All right. Okay.
So he's like, don't worry. So don't worry. He's like, he's talked about after this drop, chapter 2. He's like, this is what the gameplay is going to be like now. This is the idea that I've came up with. This is what these games are going to be.
So, but the game is about the genocide run character.
Well, see, that's the thing is, right away, chapter 2 opens up with, like, because again, you've seen the knife, and it's like, so Toriel, the goat mother that you met in the Undertale, she's the mum, your mum in the game, and Azrael is your brother, who's away to uni, right, away to college and that, and you're like, he's not a part of it, so the first thing opens up with a crawl saying, why have you got a knife? No! And it comes in, she comes in. So did you eat all the pie again? That's your knife that's in that pie. So it submerges it. You're like, okay, so at the end of that, what the fuck actually happened? So you're like, is that, so it's not is it Kara? No, you don't know. So you continue playing chapter 2, and it's a whole new area that you're exploring, new characters showing up, old characters, like,
He's clearly got a plan, but I can't get it.
Yeah. He's got a plan.
Why doesn't he just employ people to...
I think it's more because he's just trying to figure out what way he wants to go for this game, and the problem is when you employ people with a game like this or a franchise like this, leaks will happen all the time and people will just run with it. You can't have that idea of like that story getting out without people going, this is what he means by it, and then just either ruining it or coming up with their expectations.
It's his story.
Yeah,
he wants to tell his story.
Yeah, that's fine, but like, I mean,
but Toby's
got
very strange.
A big fan base, so like, get out quicker.
There is a fucking hilarious moment that I didn't know. It happened on stream. That I didn't know was a secret. That was there was a bit where you have to go through all these cars and you have to stop them with traffic lights. But they all had timers, so they go down quickly. Yellow cars were speeding by, red cars went a wee bit slower. And I was like, I got to this wee section that was just like a hallway, and then Toby Fox is as the annoying dog. That's him, his character in the game. He started ramming me with a toy car. So see like the old like red and yellow push cars when you're like a toddler.
Yeah.
Started ramming me with that and kills Chris, and you fall down flat in your face. And then the old, old Undertale tune plays the game over, and you're like, what the fuck? And then it came through again, knocked over the game over screen, and it kicked me back to the. And I was like, the fuck was that? And everyone was like, what the fuck was that? And I'm like, but it turns out it was like a wee Easter egg with the Toby Foxes.
I mean, that's
pretty cool.
That's what I'm most looking forward to about it, because Undertale, like, there's whole like wikis about it and like communities, like, oh, you know, you can actually do this. So if this is like a new game, not many people are going to know about these things. And
so what was good about this, that like when I completed it, I was like, cool, I'm spoiler free. I don't need to worry about what's happening because I see what's happened at the end of chapter 2, and I can see where they're going to try go from here. That's awesome. It was there's a character that's in there that's like a secret boss. They've had like a secret boss in the first game, which was Jester.
Right.
Jester.
Kill Jester.
And he was basically, you know, he was a possessed Jester, but he was really fucking hard.
I did not see that coming.
I love how you seem to struggle with it. Like, he was a possessed Jester.
Yeah. And like, because everything was all royal. It was like the king was like, you know, the king of spades and the queen. You know, it had all these sort of like card parts of it. And this one, the second chapter, it's all about the internet. It's all about digital. So you run into robots that are all, you know, talking about music and MP3s and stuff like that.
All right, okay.
And then you're like, how do you defeat these robots? Of course, you just do a dance break and everyone starts dancing. It's really... But then people are doing like Charlie Brown, like Peanuts dances and stuff like that. I'm like, this is fucking...
Because it's still 8-ish
bit. Yeah, it's so weird. It's a lot of fun though.
How long are the chapters?
So... Chapter 1 was what, 4 hours? It's a very short one.
Same size. Well, not about the same size. It's just a wee bit shorter than Undertale itself.
Yeah. Chapter 2, I managed to do in about 6 hours, but that was me going and checking things that I wanted to see.
Yeah,
but again, like,
that's longer than I thought it was going to be.
So it is an expanded game. This one will be a lot longer.
I did find out though that Deltarune has basically a genocide run. So,
right, okay.
But the thing is, it's not like kill everybody, is that you're telling a character who's just been introduced, freeze them, and you're like, what the fuck? But this lassie is a very, very passive lassie. Like, no, I don't want to do that. It's like, freeze him, and it's like, okay. So she starts doing that, and then you notice the town you're going through, it starts being like genocide. There's nobody moving and stuff like that. You're freezing just every characters. The people that are supposed to attack you run away from you and that. The secret boss of this game, who is just a spam bot, he's called, who just, again, you understand, internet spam.
Yeah,
that's the joke for him. But you find like
that's the joke.
Yeah, that's the joke. But he takes over the castle instead of you run. So it does like little changes like that. There's the Twitter bird that was in the first game that talks about Smash Brothers. He fucking loves that. He dresses up like as Falcon from Star Fox. He's got like the wee scouter and stuff. Yeah,
Did he do that?
It doesn't. It doesn't do that.
What does he do?
And then in the next one,
clip.
He's on my tail, Fox.
Pretty slick moves, Fox.
No, he's a dick Falcon. Yeah.
Hey Einstein, I'm up here. That was these.
Aye.
But it sounds far more in depth and I bet, you know, obviously it's just out.
It's took all that Undertale money.
Yeah, but people haven't even scratched the surface. I bet you there's like so many secrets.
So with that run, like it was like when I was like, I'm not wanting to play through that. I don't want to, because again, it's not that I don't know if it's going to be hard or that. I just was like, this is a bit fucking.
It's longer.
Yeah.
So you're saying it's about 10 hours.
Yeah,
these
there's
two
going to be
chapters.
loads of stuff in that, man.
But now with this is extended, and like, you know, there's a point in the part with it when you're doing that run where the blue guy shows up, and you go use a spell, and she's like, I don't know what that spell is. Use it. I don't know what that. Use it. And you just hammer that to her, and so she uses it and freezes that character, and she's like, what the fuck have I done?
Uh-oh.
And you're like, okay. And you continue the game, and then you come out of that world, and you're in a computer lab, so that's why it was all about the internet and stuff. And you're like, okay, that makes sense. And in the original game, with the two of them, they're just like, oh, that was a dream? That's really weird. And everyone's like, yeah, it was a dream. There was nothing weird about that. When you wake up for that run, she's like, he's not moving. I'm going. She fucks off because she's like, so you don't know if you're going through that route, that if he survives, because he might have been killed in that.
Right, okay.
and then you go and meet her. Like, her dad's been in the hospital through the first chapter. You find out that he's
There's
just
so
not
much
well.
lore here. I'm
Yeah.
just.
But there's a moment in that that's, I think, it's fucking really like, what the fuck, is that it cuts to a black screen and it's her talking, going, no, it's all in your imagination. You know, it didn't sound like Chris. It sounded like somebody else. This name. It's like, oh, Chris, I didn't see you there. Why are you looking like that? And it's like, that was real. You can have that, or you can have ellipses. And he's like, what do you mean that was real? No, it was a bad dream. You said it was a bad dream. And he says, so why am I wearing your watch? And then she looks down, and then it cuts away, and you're like, so I don't know what Toby's planning on doing, if he is going to try to do like genocide routes and stuff.
I have no fucking idea what he's planning on doing, because that is confusing.
Yeah, it is like, again, you're like, God, are you just doing this because you want to mess with folk? I hope that's the case, because people,
sounds like it.
Yeah, I hope that is the case, because Toby is really good at like, you know, with your expectations, taking it and going, you think this is what this game's about? Fuck you. And he's all about the memes.
Yeah,
like, he's all about the
you know,
memes.
it's, you know, like Undertale extrapolated into like 100 times. You know what I mean? It sounds like there's a lot to it.
There was one moment though that I wanted to strangle him. So my favourite character from Undertale was Papyrus, because he was he was a lad, absolute lad.
Yeah, I like Papyrus.
So in the first chapter, you talk to Sans. Sans says, "Hey man, like my brother was needing some friends," because that was like an Undertale. He's looking for some friends, you know, and you know, go tomorrow. Can you run in tomorrow? Chapter 2. That's the next day. Oh my god, yeah, go see Papyrus. Sans has his store open, so he's like, "Hey, you know, I'm the janitor, so I don't really do anything else." He's like, "So why are you at the till?" "Because I'm the only one that runs this place." "So then you're not a janitor?" "Yeah, I am." So he's just being a fucking wee dick. And then you go, "Okay, it's okay to hang out with your brother. Like, you know, we're going to hang out with your brother." He's like, "Do you know what, man? Probably better leaving it till tomorrow. I mean, it's not like you're going to like, wait 2.5 years to see this." And you're like, "You motherfucker."
I just googled Toby Fox there, and I was like, he looks like a little boy.
Hi, he's like short black hair. Usually it's the dog that you see, annoying dog.
Yeah.
Programs himself, but yeah, he's also in the ending, the neutral ending in the Undertale, the face that shows up on the television screen.
Oh yeah.
That's Toby Fox.
Yeah.
Right, so you have to beat Undertale 3 times to see everything, don't you?
Yes.
So he's chosen.
Yeah, there's like a neutral, pacifist, and genocide.
Yep.
So seeing math, remember we did a kind of run, me and you. I think I'd killed some people and.
Yeah, I did a neutral. I was planning on doing genocide, but then it turns out you need to kill like loads of people.
But
like,
nobody came.
Not even just the main people. You need to like
run back and forth.
Run back and forth to get enough like kind of like wee mobs to kill.
Right. Okay.
So yeah,
it was tough.
I was just killing people for no reason.
I remember watching you do it, but like it just seemed like a lot.
Yeah, it's tough. It was like I was like, because there's one point that, like before you fight Metaton,
right?
Where you had to kill, I think it was like 35, and it gets to a point you're like, fucking hell, and you feel bad when you're killing them for
I
it.
can't remember you fighting Metaton,
because it's like Metaton Dio, it's big lights and stuff, and then you just hit him one hit and he dies, and you're like, oh.
You fight him a couple of times though, don't you? Like,
in the original Pacifist, or like the neutral run, you fight him a couple of times because he's in his wee robot form, and then he turns into like the big extravagant one.
Yeah.
But in the genocide, you only fight him in the big mode for it.
That's pretty cool. Like, I probably won't play Deltarune, but I'm interested to know where it goes.
Yeah, I like games that are like complex. Like
do you know what's so weird about like Undertale and stuff like that? Like, there's that kind of genre where it takes like menus and that, like, and just like skews your expectations, because you go, that's a battle menu, I'm meant to fight, and then it's like, no, you cannot fight if you want to.
Oh no, you can fight, but is that the right decision? Is that the right moral decision?
You go into a game thinking I've got to kill everyone in this game.
I remember, did you not stream it?
We streamed like 4 hours
and,
didn't we?
And Dom was like, don't fight him, like, talk to him or run away or whatever. And I was like, what the fuck is
I'm
this?
a Final Fantasy player, and I'm like, how'd you kill this motherfucker?
Fire
Fire
I remember watching that, I was like, why wouldn't you fight him?
But as well, the dogs and stuff, all the memes, he's a big fan of that, and especially in this game, like the music is like Deltarune.
Toby Fox is an amazing composer, bro.
Fucking so good. Like
I can't get Megalovania out of my brain. See, sometimes I'm at work and I'm like, pressing buttons on things. That's what I do, right? And I'm like, and I'm like, I could just hear Dom go, fuck.
Oh, you're like, what a dick.
Do you know what I played? You know how there's the is that what it's called? That boss? Oh, no, it's the sand
Sounds right, yeah, Megalovanium.
Like there's the website that lets you play the boss fight yourself.
Yeah,
mate, I've tried it so many times, man. Do you know what it's like? You don't get from watching how difficult that heart is to move.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
it doesn't
like
work
a delay,
on like
man.
rhythm where you're just like pressing the button, because you have to like hold it a certain amount of time.
Yeah.
And,
No, there's a delay and there's.
mate, I was like, this game's shit, or I'm shit. And then you're just like, it's like, remember when playing the Impossible game where you just wanted to hear the rest of the fucking song?
Yeah.
I've told that story in a podcast.
Yeah.
Where we lived together.
What a fucking game, man.
All you could hear is, fuck!
Yeah.
Fuck!
do you want to jump into the news, Hugh?
Yeah, Hugh. Give us a news sound.
Beep, 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 beep.
That's Mario. Isn't it?
There's Mario. There's Mario news, Hamish.
Copyright strike. Yoo-hoo!
Right, I'm
There's
gonna
actual Mario news.
I'm going to bring this up first because it's hilarious.
Hilarious.
Right,
Not
guys.
Hilarious.
The company that made Despicable Me,
Uh-huh.
Illumination, is making a Mario film, right?
Uh-huh.
They released
Oh,
released the cast list.
Oh no!
And it is a cast list that I cannot believe.
Yeah, no, I get it. Yeah. Well, who do you think is the worst choice of it? Because they're all bad.
Do you think they're all bad?
Chris? They're all fucking
They're
terrible,
all
man.
awful.
Yeah.
Awful, mate. Every single one of them is awful.
Chris Pratt as Mario.
Right,
How?
hey, you ruined spoilers. Chris Pratt's Mario.
But
Charlie
how's it
Day is
spoilers? We're
Luigi?
talking about it.
Right, Chris Pratt's Mario. Charlie Day's Luigi. Seth
Bowser.
Rogen is Donkey Kong. Jack Black is Bowser.
Yeah, that's the worst one.
Who's Peach again?
Jack Black is Bowser.
It's just not
Jack Black
correct.
as Bowser.
Like, I don't want to be watching Mario and going, why is Jack Black
Yeah,
here?
that's the thing. Like Jack Black. Yeah, we talked
Anna
about
Taylor-Joy.
Jack Black.
Anna Taylor-Joy.
Yeah. Right, that's fine, right? Because I don't really know her that much. So
She's in a few horror films.
no, I know her. Like I've seen her in X-Men and stuff like that, and not the X-Men, the Maisie Williams one. Like I've seen her in a few things. I don't know her voice enough, right? But see people like fucking Jack Black. There's no way I can hear any voice he can do without hearing Jack Black behind it.
How, like, I just don't get how you get Mario and think Chris Pratt.
Yeah.
Money?
No, I know it's Illumination. They do this with their films. They get fucking huge stars in it to play. But, like, it's Mario. Mario can sell a film by himself.
Yeah. enough
Mario's
people
one
can
of
see
the
it,
biggest
like,
selling...
Or not even that. Pick a fucking actor that can do the voice.
Charles Martinet, the guy who's been doing it for 30 years.
Well, no. What I mean is pick an actor. Like, they obviously are worrying about money, so they're picking Chris Pratt. I mean, there's plenty of actors who can do a Mario voice who are still big names.
I think that's what the problem is. They can't find a person that could do Mario's voice as an Italian without sounding like... So he's going to come in, he's going to be... You know, Chris Pratt going to be, hey,
it's
I'm
me, Mario. You're
He's gonna
breaking
be
my
like-
balls over
yeah,
here.
he's going to be a New Yorker.
Do you know, it just like I watched it and I watched it with like a sense of what?
I loved it.
Seth Rogen as Donkey Kong is the most Saturday Night Live. The Onion,
Throw some barrels.
like
Frozen World.
it's satire. Someone wrote that as satire.
I think Donkey.
Yeah,
I think Donkey fucking said that. See on Video Game Donkey said that jokingly. Seth Rogen is fucking Donkey Kong years ago, and he's like, "Oh my god, this is
As
not
much as I
right."
love Charlie Day, Luigi, he's not Luigi. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah. Why Charlie Day?
mate, because
He's a great actor. He's funny, but he's not Luigi.
no, I don't.
But I think he can play a scaredy.
Mate, the game,
was more Mario, but yeah.
the film isn't for us, right? It's for kids. It's going to be for kids.
Yeah.
But Mario is a universal property. It came out in 1985.
It's older than me, mate.
Yeah,
I'm the
so,
oldest
like,
motherfucker here.
I played Mario when
Barely.
I was before I can even remember properly. My mum and dad bought me Mario. Like, so the people my age are going to go see it in their 30s, and they're going to be like, "What the fuck?" Honestly, because people
See if Mario does the floss, mate. That's it. Floss your teeth, kids.
it strikes me as Illumination did this.
Uh-huh.
And like Nintendo are probably like, whatever, man.
With zero fucking idea of what actually the property is, you know what I mean? Like,
Well, I see. I wouldn't say that. I mean, like, I don't like the Minions like at all.
I don't like Minions.
Despicable Me 1 and 2. I did like.
it's all
I
right.
tolerated 3 because Trey Parker was in it, and I thought it was a really weird choice to have Trey Parker by himself doing a villain.
there's 3 Minions films?
No, there's 3.
What?
No,
Is that not what we said?
No,
it's
see,
Despicable Me.
Oh, Despicable Me. Oh, okay.
Do you know, like Despicable Me was good, but then Illumination have got this issue where they take a fun thing and they ram it into you so hard, like right, they go. If you can't see this is Illumination ramming this one joke, right? Like,
Right, even the goddamn bio, right? A plumber named Mario travels through an underground labyrinth with his brother Luigi, trying to save a captured princess. It's like, that's not. I mean, that's technically the story, but like,
I feel like one of them dicks on YouTube that complain about movies.
Don't worry, you're just a dick on a podcast. It's okay.
I feel like a Star Wars fan that moans about The Last Jedi every day. Like, I feel like one of those guys. But it's not that I'm not going to see it. I'll probably still see the film. I don't understand where it's going.
I think it's just an Illumination just going, here, we need a big name to be Mario. Who is one of the biggest names that's not Dwayne The Rock Johnson?
If it comes out... Oh, that was going to be my... Like, I was going to be my next one. Mario, The Rock is Mario. And you're like, what?
He's like, Yahoo!
Luigi, we have to go.
Kevin Hart is Luigi.
That's a much better casting, man. We've just cast...
I would fucking watch that shit. I would absolutely watch
Jack
it.
Black, you're like, this is fucking Jumanji all over again.
What the fuck? You just went to pipe?
Oh, no, man.
Do you know, like... I don't know, man. See if it. Do you know what? See if it comes out with the same attitude as Lego Movie, where it's not 1-to-1. It's not trying to be Mario. It's trying to be like not a satire, like a spin-offy type.
Do you know what it's like? So, see if it tries to be tongue in cheek with it. Like Lego is like having a bit of fun with, like, you know, Lego parts. Like they had the old spaceship guy, you know, for his old parts. But then at the same time, you know, Illumination have had movies where it's just basically copy paste. Like, I mean, as much as I like, you know, The Grinch, like they did that recently, and that made like $1 billion. But when you watch it, you go, this is the same movie like they've done before.
Yeah,
it's just lit nicely. Like, again, what's his name? Benedict Cumberbatch was like the Grinch, and you're like, that doesn't make any sense. Why would you have him play the Grinch? And then you watch it and you go, no, I don't see it.
Jim Carrey's my Grinch.
Oh yeah, definitely. But like, so are there going to be people that don't know who the fuck Mario is, but go and see this film because it's Chris Pratt?
No.
Yeah, exactly. So
I might go and see it because of Jack Black.
the people that go and see this film are going to be people who know who the fuck Mario is, and they would go and see it regardless of it being Chris Pratt or anybody else.
Yeah,
I want James L. Jones to be Toad.
Who is Toad actually?
He's the wee mushroom guy.
I love that as that. You must go over here, Mario.
You must follow your heart, Mario.
Look to the sky. No. Oh man, don't
Tell me
want to
this: if I mean, I don't think Wario's in this, but if Chris Pratt is Mario, who is the antithesis of Mario? Who would you cast as Wario to Chris Pratt's Mario?
Chris Evans.
Yeah. Or Chris Hemsworth even.
Chris Hemsworth, just
you saw their back
cunt.
and forth of
in Guardians.
Yeah.
Keegan Michael Key.
Keegan.
Key from
Peele,
Peele is playing Toad. That's
is he Toad? I saw
that's
his name
still
on the thing.
terrible casting.
Yeah, I know.
Why?
Sounds not like Toad. Give us like, you know, Toad, Hugh. Give us a Toad voice. Come on. Yahoo! Yeah, how is he going to sound like that? Yahoo!
That's my Mario 64.
Yeah. I mean, that was legit, man. Like, that was good, but I mean,
really
like, how is Key or Peel going to be able to do that? Like,
I mean,
and if they are, they're not going to sound like them, so why bother paying them?
well, I mean, like, you got to remember what most of the voice clips that you get from Mario games. Like, you've got Toad going, ah! Mario going, yes. Okie dokie.
I just want to let you know, it isn't the guys that did the Lego Movie 1.
It's not Illumination.
No.
Nice.
It's Matthew Fogel that wrote the Lego Movie 2.
Oh, you wrote it? They said it was like.
What's with this false information you're giving us, man?
And the director is Aaron Horvath and Michael Jelenic, the multi-Emmy nominated producers of Teen Titans Go.
Oh, okay. Oh no.
This is gonna be
Fuck
worse
all,
than I
they would
thought. This is gonna be worse than I
me.
thought.
Oh no.
Anyway, aye.
It's gonna be
Either
meme
way.
central,
Aye,
mate.
do you know what? Like, I
Why?
wasn't expecting to be fucking The Godfather when it came out anyway. Like, Mario said, like, you come to me.
Give you an offer, you can't refuse.
What is with this podcast?
I don't know. It's all over the place.
The day of my daughter's wedding.
You come to my castle.
You step on my toad.
I'm gonna make you an offer you can. Yahoo!
I got
Do you know what? We need to make that film.
Right.
Right. I have other news.
Toad's father.
I remember.
Alright,
It's soon
please move on.
and I'm just sorry for this disgusting image, but I'm sure it made Dom's penis hard. Right?
Okay.
Bayonetta 3.
Yeah. Ding ding ding.
Dom's hitting the mic.
Oh,
Sorry.
why is the table lifting up?
Get my reps
Finally
in.
got a trailer and a release date
Yeah.
On the Switch.
on the Switch. Obviously.
Well, we've got switches, so
what's-
it's
I thought
okay.
you wanted it on the Xbox.
No,
Oh,
it's a Nintendo
Is that
property.
is that oh right, well.
Yeah.
Nintendo fund.
I'll be honest. See when you put on like saying about it, and I was like, yeah, it's on the Switch. Yeah, fuck you, Dom. Because I was like, yeah, that's not what you've been waiting for.
It looks really fucking good. Like I've got Bayo on the original Xbox, not the original, but on the remastered version on the Xbox, and then I've got it on the second one on my Switch. I'm going to try and beat the two of them before the third one comes out because it looks like a fun game. Dom likes it, and Dom likes games.
Yeah.
Does he?
What did you think, Dom? Did it look good to you?
I want to say that
She did.
she did. I want to say that my favourite part of this was the Bayo has Nintendo talked about Bayo free page on Twitter finally had news to talk about because it was every day when they first launched the game.
Right.
There is no Bayo news. There is no Bayo news. And it was all the way up until that one moment. There was still no Bayo news, and then that when they came up, there's news.
They
Finally,
must have went fucking wild.
oh my god, it was amazing. But when I initially seen the trailer, a lot of people were a bit skeptical of what it was going to be if it was the futuristic of that. But yeah, I was happy with what I seen. I was glad it looks like it's in Japan as well. There was that one scene that was in the trains, and I was like, oh my god, I was on one of them.
This game got announced in December 2017.
So when is that actually coming out?
2022.
2022. So a fucking...
When 2022?
No, they just said
Have they
2022.
just said 2022?
So-
So it could
so-
be December 2022.
Well,
It's good
Platinum-
because chances are it's Christmas 2022.
Yeah.
Platinum did come out and say that they'd been sitting on a trailer for the last 6 months of this, so they're like, we're pretty far in. to this.
Nintendo have been trying not to announce games. Like they learned from Bayonetta and stuff like that, and Metroid.
And
Prime
Metroid,
4.
yeah.
Because we don't even know. We've never even seen a fucking gameplay trailer for that.
Yeah.
But they've learned not to jump the gun
Yeah.
because they get shit for it.
Yeah. Because again, like it's a wee shame because that's why we didn't get any Breath of the Wild 2 footage for the longest time because
Yeah.
of it. And again, Nintendo fans are going to Nintendo.
Oh, they're gonna screech.
They're going to they're going to
They're gonna read all over Twitter, man. Saying that, I'm like, where's my fucking Mario, guys?
Yeah.
But
Chris Pratt.
but yeah, like it looks great because again, like a lot of people were worried because I don't know if you noticed it from the cat that they had.
Yeah.
All the way is from Astral Chain. I said that right?
Astral Chain.
Astral Chain.
You
God
fucked
damn
that
it!
up. Every
Fucking
podcast,
time.
man.
Yeah,
Astral Chain.
What's new?
Astral Chain, man.
Astral
Astral as in
Astral.
Astral.
Like
Lord
stars
Call.
and shit.
Astral Chain.
Aye.
Right. But it was the cat from that, so people were like, oh, it's a sequel to that. And then, no, it was Bayo, like, fuck you. But obviously can't say fuck you or go naked during the trailer because it was on a PG stream. So, because again, when she did her spells, usually that's when the hair comes off. So people are like, oh no, Nintendo's have censored her. And you're like, we don't know, like, if it's been
Does she get
censored.
naked
Her
in this
hair,
game?
her hair comes off when she casts spells.
Aye, does she get naked?
Have you not played Bayonetta?
No.
No, man.
Bayo 1, there's like, that's what she does when she
I
casts spells.
would just like to point out that I'm asking about her hair. Hugh's asking if she gets naked.
No, man, I like my fan service, right?
So that's how she summons. It's all with like
Yeah,
hair.
do I start playing this game?
a
Hamish?
hair sacrifice.
Yeah.
Not if it's a bald naked chick now. No, really.
And this,
Tom's like, these motherfuckers, this is my favourite.
Poke holes in everything.
And the
Finally,
second one,
though, you've got a release date. Mate.
But again, it's like the style of dancing that she's doing as well is
It's going to be delayed.
it's not going to be delayed.
I'm sorry, I'm calling
I've never
it now.
seen a reaction
I'm
like
calling
that.
it now. Bet money. Bet money is delayed.
No, I bet you without the pandemic, this would have been released this year.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it'd been out.
But there's still shit going on, mate, so it's going to be delayed. Bet money.
Stop. I can see you smiling behind that microphone, you motherfucker.
I don't even really care.
I know, he just wants to see pain in your eyes.
I just want you to suffer.
It was like, so they have different styles of dancing through the game as well, like to do a summon. And then this one, it looks like it's J-pop stuff she's doing as well. Because her hair's done like.
I'm not gonna lie, the graphics didn't look too great.
No,
they looked a bit rough.
No,
they looked a bit rough.
They did not look too.
They looked a bit Wii U.
Yeah.
What other kind of dancing did you do?
So just as like sort of, well, Hamish might be interested in this.
I'm just curious. Like,
Does she twerk?
She doesn't twerk. She does like. What's that
you're saying
style?
this is J-pop, so I'm assuming there's other.
Yeah,
styles.
yeah. So this one looks like it's choreography kind of dancing, like to like beats of music.
Right.
But again, I'm not too sure. Again, from the clips that we've seen, it was more the summons that she has actually get used in the game rather than just like as a final kill.
Just this game just sounds weird to me.
You should play it. Like, I think you bought it.
I've definitely got it. Yeah. I've got every game, mate.
I'm sure we bought it because I bought it for Vanquish. It was a double pack.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck's sake.
Yeah. Okay.
But I would say, yeah, I was very happy to see that. Like, that was one of the big things in Nintendo launch, which was great. And then obviously with like the talk of the last Smash character getting announced as well,
Yeah.
and then they're saying it's not until later on in the month, and then when it finally came,
It surprised nobody.
Well, it surprised me.
Mate, I always thought Sora was going to be in it from. I thought Sora was nailed on. When people talk about Crash Bandicoot and Master Chief and all that, and I was like, well, Sora's nailed on, man, because he is family friendly, no fuss, no muss.
I'll be honest, like, sorry to interrupt. I don't know who it is, but
Main character for Kingdom Hearts.
but I vaguely remember on a podcast that we did a long, long time ago, you guys, saying that it might be him.
Scumbags. Lowlifes. Fellow lowlifes.
Right, this isn't really a family podcast, Hugh. Don't talk about family.
I'll tell my family.
No, don't.
Jason!
No.
Jason! I'll tell my mom.
No, definitely don't.
Just punch her face in. There is a collection of games coming.
Breaking news.
Breaking news. GTA.
I hated both of that.
I know. Grand Theft Auto collection.
Yeah, the trilogy.
Now, what they mean by trilogy is GTA 5 for the Xbox 360, GTA 5 for the Xbox One, and GTA 5 for the Xbox.
Thank God, that's exactly what I was hoping for.
I know, did I say GTI?
GTI 5.
GTA for the last one.
That's the Ali GTI. GTI.
Right, so 3 versions of GTA 5.
Yep, that's what we've got for like the past year, isn't it? So
It's 3 Vice City and San Andreas.
Yeah. So from the
best ones.
Yeah. And yeah, I'm a bit sceptical about it, like, because it came out on the Twitter. I think I screenshot it and sent it to you guys in the chat, like, immediately, and went,
skeptical. How do you mean, like?
Is there a subtitle, remake, remaster, reimagining? No.
All they've said is they said they've promised across the board upgrades. That's all they've said. So a lot of people are saying they've done that already for iOS and Android with the ports of that.
But don't.
And what the problem is with that, like, they've done that before, where they've taken the Android and the iOS ports and put them back into like console ones, and they've just been buggy because they've been optimized differently.
Optimized for a fucking phone, aye.
So a lot of people are worried that that's what they're doing, and they're making a big deal about it because they have nothing. They're like, we make too much money from online, so GTA Online, so why?
Surely they could literally just put a small team on, go make these games look a lot nicer.
But the problem is that costs money, which they don't want to spend because they want to keep all the money.
Right, so I already have these games.
So much fucking money.
Like, I've got these games on the PS5 or PS4 where I bought them, and they're smoothed out and they look better, sort of, because it's not on a PS2.
That's the thing. If there are just ports, we've already got them.
Yeah, you could release them without fucking announcing it. You just go, oh, the ports are on.
Yeah.
So surely it has to be a remaster.
Yep. So they've came out and said that they're removing all versions of GTA 3, Vice City, and San Andreas. They come out as well. So
that's that fucking Diablo and Warcraft shit where, like, even if you don't like the new version, you can't go back and play the old version.
But if you bought the old version, you can still download the old version, but you've had to buy it before they take
It's
it
still
out.
pretty fucking lame though.
Mate, that, like on the PS4, they were only like £3, and that's why I bought them. Because I was like, I would want to go back and play these for like a couple of hours and be like, oh, this is cool. Remember Vice City?
Wee bit of nostalgia, you know.
Aye.
Shouting
Listen
at
to the
sea- like,
radio.
shouting at, like CJ, missing the damn train.
Missing the damn train, and then go and get pure buff.
Yeah.
I was like, why wouldn't I do this in real life?
Getting like a 5, a number 8, 2
Number
number
9.
9. Whatever it was.
Like
San
Smoke.
Andreas was some game.
Big Smoke was brilliant. Because like Sam Jackson was in it as well. He's a police officer.
Yes, it was,
top,
yeah.
Who was
God,
like,
he does so much voice work. You know that?
he was like based, like
Loves money, didn't he?
partly based on the same guy that the Trading Day.
Ah,
Denzel
yeah,
Washington
yeah.
guy was
Denzel Washington.
Alonzo something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
King Kong got shit on me.
King Kong ain't got shit on me.
That's a fucking great movie.
You will be
Even
playing
Terry Crews is in it.
basketball
I
on
forgot
Pelican
Terry-
Bay, mate.
Dr. Dre's in that film?
I forgot Terry
Yeah.
Crews was in it.
Snoop Dogg. So.
I know, like, they go places together.
No. Nah,
Like they just-
totally different part of the film. Snoop Dogg's a guy in the wheelchair.
Yeah, I was about to say. Yeah.
So my favourite
Dre's-
Snoop Dogg film.
Is it Starsky and Hutch?
Oh, Hamish, why did you know?
I literally watched that a couple of weeks ago.
He's Huggy Bear.
He is Huggy Bear.
Yeah,
Man.
he was good in that though.
No one touches the bear, and I was like, why? Why is that a thing? Like, no one can touch him. Like, it's so weird.
It's a good film, though.
And then
No, it's an awful film.
Oh yeah, it's an awful film.
But, like, it's a good film.
I watched it like 7 times, like as soon as it came out, man. I don't know why, but I really enjoyed it. Not because of
Ben
like,
Stiller and
I have a gaming memory
yeah,
of
yeah,
it.
it's definitely
Owen
that.
Wilson?
Not
Yeah.
Carmen Electra and the other last name, but yeah.
Do you know the Game
Other
Boy
female-
Advance was a pure licensed game machine? Like, it had, like, every movie had a Game Boy Advance game.
Yeah.
Mom and Dad bought us Starsky and Hutch the game. No idea why. None of us had showed any interest in that. What a god-awful game, man. I've never forgot how bad that game was.
I can't say that I'm shocked. Yeah.
No, like, mate, I tried as well. I purely was like, they bought me a game, I need to play this game. Oh, it's shit. Try again. Still shit.
So with the GTA updates, they said it's going to be coming in the next couple of weeks. More
Take
trailers and
John
stuff like that
bringing
as well. I have to, man.
Try and get us out of his house.
No, it's more like Hugh. Like you're just letting this podcast go wild.
Yeah. Yep. It's all Hugh's fault. He's the host.
So they're supposedly going to be showing a trailer next couple of weeks with the updates.
What's the
and
trailer
stuff.
going to be? Like, oh, here's games that you've seen before.
I've got some more stories with Vice City if you want to hear them.
Oh yeah, okay. Right.
Do it right, so.
Wait,
Tom's face.
no, I'm just.
Oh, I've got a story to see. Like one of the songs in that is Ozzy Osbourne, "Bark at the Moon."
Yeah.
And when my brother was young, he thought that was "Fuck the Pope."
What?
Bark at the moon. He was like, "Fuck the Pope."
That sounds nothing alike.
I know, but that's what he thought it was. Anyway, on to your
Alright.
stories here.
I was just kidding on to annoy Dom.
Oh, okay.
I always thought GTA 3 wasn't a great game though.
I mean, it was the first of its kind.
Have you played it since? I know that's a bad thing to say. Have you played it since?
I played it since.
It's bare.
Yeah,
It's pretty bare.
it's
You
very
don't like
small.
bears, so that's what
Yeah, it's very small.
It is. It's super
So
tight.
small.
Anyway, it's super tight, and you get to know every street by then. That you're like, oh, I'm
Yeah.
going to drive down there. Oh, that's my favourite street.
And even then, though, like people were like, "Oh, this is massive," and then you would get the next game, like Vice City, and like this is like 3 times the size of it, and it's still pretty small. Like,
Yeah. San Andreas came out, and you're like, whoa, this is massive.
This is too
Yeah.
big.
But then when GTA 5 came out, and it was like the size of like 10 San Andreases,
Yeah.
you're like, oh, that's not big enough.
yeah, that's the thing. Like,
But again, you had
We
the
all got
taxi
spoiled.
part. I really liked that you could just skip to like the other parts you need to get to, so you didn't have to do all the driving.
Yeah.
that was a
That's
good
a fun
idea.
part.
Nico was great. Like I think Grand Theft Auto 4 was quite underrated.
Do you know, honestly, I think I've seen a couple of years that eventually people are going to be like, GTA 5 was shit, 4 was the way to go. Because that's how things work in it.
Nah, 5 was good. I don't think you can deny it. 5.
I
was
think
good.
5 will lose popularity. Because it's out
They-
all
nah,
the fucking time.
yeah, but that doesn't diminish the fact that it is a good game.
No, but I'm saying perception of the game will diminish.
That's fair enough. Yeah,
Because like they showed like a comparison between GTA 4 and 5 with like what they removed from 4
yeah.
to sort of improve on 5. And it's like mechanics and stuff. Like it was really hard for the cars. Remember, like if you fucked your wheels up on your
the
car?
physics were insane. When you crashed, Nico went through the windscreen and then through like a building.
Yeah,
Like,
it's like my head
turned into Superman. Like,
I can't believe I flew through windshield.
I need to
There-
go
there-
bowling.
I got to go
there
bowling
were
with my
also,
cousin.
Like, there were also a lot of good things, like the bullet physics and stuff like that. Like in the like
You can see the holes in the car.
The holes in the cars and stuff like that. That
4 was good,
for
but I
4,
think people were annoyed with 4 because San Andreas was so massive.
Yeah.
It was
San Andreas introduced a ton of things, and then 4, like, not that it didn't have them, but it dialed back on a lot of things.
Yeah. It was a different take because you were coming in as like an immigrant.
Yeah,
that was,
and then
you know,
and then 5 was pretty massive with 3 characters, so that does kind of stand out as the, you know, in between one. You know,
Would you buy this trilogy if it came out as a remastering?
Yeah,
probably. Yeah, and if it was not £80.
Fuck that, man.
Because I've got a feeling they'll be like, yeah, let's do it £60. People will buy that.
I'd probably buy it for 60 quid.
I think it'll be £30. I'll say it'll be £29.99.
Nah, it'll be more than that.
£29.99. I think that's where a lot of remasters come out at £29.99.
No, but this is 3 games.
So, I know, but
it's like
I'm thinking it's 60
because when I was looking at, well, it depends on if it's a PS5 or because they're still releasing a lot of games as PS4, Xbox One because
still plenty of people with them because you can't fucking get a new console.
How much do you think FIFA is going out for the PS4 and Xbox One? I helped a customer with that today.
70
it's like 70, 80 quid in it.
No, for the PlayStation 4.
For PS4?
PS4 and Xbox One.
£39.99?
Nah, it's still 50, I would say.
£51.
Yeah.
I was like, that one. I put it in and I was like, no, that's not right. And I exited it back and I put it in and I was like, again, I was like, I went up with one of the boys and I'm like, 50 fucking £1. And he's like, I don't know.
Like, actually, I'm telling you my FIFA story now, right? And this will be the end. Like, I will buy this trilogy as well if it comes out as a better version of those games for £30. Nothing more, nothing
It's going
less.
to be more.
I better have the soundtracks though.
Bet money. It's going to be more.
Like, see if they remove the licensed music, it's not worth buying.
It loses a lot of its charm. Yeah.
So, I have quit FIFA.
You were literally playing it a few hours ago.
That was just to prove a point. I have quit. I am not buying FIFA 22.
So that's it. So like we marked the date as this date that Hugh will go back on his
like I played my 10-hour trial of FIFA 22, right?
Yeah.
And I enjoyed it at the beginning. I was like, oh, they made a couple of changes. This is pretty fun. And then the usual shitty servers, laggy controls, quitting player. Like, it just, the toxicity came back in and it made me feel like I was getting mad. I was ruining my night playing games.
I mean, you're telling us a story about FIFA 22, but you've also told us.
I'm sure I've told this story about FIFA 21,
you've told this
but at this
story,
point, I haven't bought FIFA 22.
Yeah, I just mean that, you know, like, this isn't a new thing for you.
No, I know, but like, I have continued to support, even though I don't like. Mate, I looked at how in the PS5 you can look through all the games you've ever played on PlayStation. I've put thousands of hours into FIFAs for the last 6 years, which I'm now going, you could have put those hours into other games.
And all you get out of it is being able to beat Jason.
6-0. I mean, it was a good time. So I'm going to take the time that I would spend on FIFA and I'm going to spend it on other games. I'm not going to buy FIFA this year. I don't think supporting EA on FIFA is a good idea anymore, especially at the prices. Like, because the standard edition is $69.99, but they want you to buy the, like, they don't show that one on the store straight away.
Yeah,
the one they show is the £85 one. I'm not into it anymore.
I mean, to be fair, I don't think that's an EA thing. I think it's just, you know, a lot of games do that. Like, when I was buying Far Cry, I pressed on Far Cry and it's like, oh, which version though? Like, yeah, but this one's 10% off, and I was like, it's still fucking 90 quid. Like,
yeah, mate, they want to normalise making games
did buy that one.
100-ish quid. They want to normalise. I know you did because you want the season pass and all
that.
Well,
no, I bought it because I do Microsoft Rewards, so I got like £40 off of it. So I was like, yeah, it's okay. But it's still, you know,
a big grudgingly there.
Yeah.
Last year I put 300 hours into FIFA 21, right? And that's not including my Xbox version because I bought it on both consoles.
Yeah.
Fuck. So how many? That's like fucking
300 hours, man. That's
300 hours. That's 30 10-hour games. I don't know why that took me so long to make that. Like, that's
carry the one.
That's 30 10-hour games or fucking 3 Persona 5s. You know what I mean? That I could have played in that time. I don't want to feed the toxicity anymore, mate. I'm out of the game.
I think, see, when you sort of cleanse yourself from that, you don't want to get that itch from it. I mean, I think we were talking about it the last time, and I seen people talking about how the game hasn't changed. Maybe this is the straw that broke the camel's back situation. A lot of people are distancing themselves from it. I mean, the kid that bought that today, I was more than happy to see him. He was very excited to get that because he was like, he was 10, 11, and he was just like, couldn't get it anywhere else, supposedly. And I went, really?
The horrible thing
I
is...
to the bag and I seen fucking just hundreds of them stacking them. Like, you can't get them anywhere else.
The horrible thing is, people used to buy the last year's one for their kids, right? See if your kid's like 7 or 8, you don't need to buy
I'm
them.
going to fucking know the difference.
Just spend the £2 to buy them last year, the year before's one.
It's still a FIFA game,
But
so yeah.
what they do is it's Ultimate Team now. The kids want to play Ultimate Team, and you can't play last year's Ultimate Team. It's like no one's playing it, so you have to get the latest one, and you have to put the money into the fucking.
There's the new game cost and then the Ultimate Team cost. Yeah.
So I'm out, boys.
Boys be able to put your time into something else.
Yeah, no, I'm putting them into the RPGs that I keep saying I don't have time for.
I feel like this is a good thing for you, mate.
Cheers. This is like an intervention, man. No, but
next week, Hamish is intervention. Guys, can't do next week.
You've all had that like piece of media that like you get a bit addicted to.
Yeah, I think recently for me was Hades for the longest time. I think like I was playing that like fuck.
Alcohol for me.
Media.
I'm trying to think of another game that was as bad as that.
I think the last one for me before that was probably Persona, when I felt like I was waking up doing that, and then after that was Final Fantasy VII Remake. I just could not put that down.
But you're getting something different for that most days.
Yeah, it's true. It's progression.
Yeah, when I'm playing FIFA, mate, it could ruin my night. Say I'm playing online, right? That sounds like a total therapy session. But like, if I'm playing online, right, and you're playing, and there is a known issue of server lag. So like, you'll press the button, it'll take a second for it to go. So you're like, I'm fighting. Like, I'm not enjoying myself because I don't think I'm playing well because the competitiveness is there against the players you're playing against, and you're like, this is useless. You get raging. You're like, I don't fucking want to play this game anymore. I'm angry. You're like, I don't want to play games anymore. You sit there and you're like, this is shit. That game's made me feel awful tonight.
Yeah, which is, games are meant to be.
I know.
Fun.
Escapism is fun.
Even if you get a frustrating game, like the one that people always go to is Dark Souls and stuff like that. Like, that's frustrating, but not to the level of like, fuck this, I don't want to play games anymore, or anything like that. It's like god damn it, they got me again, let me try again.
That's why I was enjoying playing Infamous, because like I'm 5-ish hours in, right, and I'm like, yeah, I've enjoyed these 5 hours. I'm seeing different things.
It's also, I assume, why you like playing games like Life is Strange, because it's chilled out and there's no feeling of like, I could fuck this up,
There's a reaction certain things give people. Like FIFA was it for me. There was a reaction I got from winning, and I was like, I'm fucking brilliant.
It was a wee dopamine hit.
See when I smashed Jason earlier 6-0.
Yeah.
After you swore off FIFA, yeah.
Just had to bring that up again, didn't you?
Well, I'll play.
Where are we counting? I'm going to say like how many there are. Here.
If people throw down, I'll fucking step up.
He was feeling tough because he beat me. He only beat me by 1 goal, to be fair, but
I know. Well, King came in.
King came in.
Fucked him up. Anyway, fuck FIFA, fuck EA. Don't care about them. Also, I got my Switch
back and running. Nice.
Got all my free games back.
That's like the way you're bringing news out. Like, I fucking hate FIFA. Like, oh, by the way, Switch.
Yeah. Well, do you know what? That means you can download all of the Smash stuff, and we can have a Smash night. We'll have a complete Smash night.
When I have Smash nights, it's usually...
There's 2 things we need to organise. Our 24-hour stream at some point. I don't know when that's going to be. And our Smash night, where we celebrate the fact that we had a withdrawable amount from Twitch.
Twice.
Our fan...
Twice.
Our fan keeps asking when it's going to happen.
Twice we've had it. Twice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've spent all that money, by the way.
Have you? I bought party poppers.
I'm joking. No, I've definitely spent it, but I'll reimburse it.
What?
It goes into my PayPal, and my PayPal is linked to some things that I spend money on. So
like what?
Stuff and things.
Like what?
Items.
No, like my Oculus games are...
Your OnlyFans?
No, Oculus is on my Facebook. My Facebook's on my PayPal, mate.
So whose OnlyFans do you subscribe to?
None, mate.
Alright, fair
He's
enough.
got his own. He gets paid for it.
Yeah, I get subscribers, not subscriptions. No,
They are
other
flexing.
no, wait, but I don't know. You know
I get subscribed to, not
exactly.
subtitled.
Yes, yeah.
Right, guys, I think we're at the end of the podcast.
Yeah,
What's
I've
that,
got
4
one
hours,
question.
5
I
hours?
think I have a question though,
Yeah, I know, that's what I was getting to. Don't ruin my fucking outro.
and I think it's probably about 7 hours, 8 hours maybe. Like,
Right.
Obviously, when you guys are listening to the cut down version, like,
have a question, Hamish.
I have a question. How dare you?
And it's from friend of the podcast, me.
I think she was annoyed at the last one because we we did it halfway through it, so she actually had to listen to the goddamn podcast this time.
Heaven forbid we want our fans to listen to our podcast.
Yeah. So we do have one from I'm Able. Do you have a favourite game you revisit around Christmas time of the year?
Who wants to go first?
I don't really have a specific game that I mean, unless it's drinking. Like, I revisit
We get it,
that.
you're an alcoholic.
I revisit that a lot over Christmas. There's certain games that I do kind of associate with Christmas, but
Say it.
I don't even remember the name of it. It was like it's a bad reason that I remember it with Christmas. It was like 2 days before Christmas, my house got broken into. But me and my mum and my brother like played we went to Blockbuster Video and got an N64 game and you had like bees playing football.
Buck Bumble?
Maybe, yeah, I don't know.
That sounds awesome.
But I mean, like I was saying earlier on, I've started playing Miles Morales and I'm loving the Christmas theme.
The snowy
Yeah.
Christmas, man. The
Yeah,
warmth.
genuinely.
Oh,
And then,
mate,
like
it's
one of the
so
first things
nice.
you do is like have wee Christmas dinner. I'm like, ooh.
Mate, I got that when the PS5 came out last year, and the PS5 came out
All right, Hugh, okay, well.
November. You know, I was next gen king, got it first.
Oh, yeah.
I played that November, December time, and like I was just snuggling up. I was
Yeah.
like, let's play.
I mean, we're fairly through October. I feel like it's fine.
It's getting there, man.
It's fine to be.
There was a day where the
Christmas thing.
temperature went from unbearable to cold.
Oh yeah, legit. Yeah,
Uh,
legit. Just went like, oh fuck, man, that's freezing. Yeah, but no, there's not really.
Is there any games you got for Christmas that you relate to Christmas?
Not really, no. To be
You're
honest,
a miserable bastard.
I always remember Christmas Day GTA 3.
GTA 3.
GTA 3 PS2. We're
That's
getting
a
that for
very.
Christmas.
It's a very violent game for Christmas.
Oh, but again, it was like because there was so many of us. That was like one big one I can remember for Christmas. But in the style of games that I'd like to revisit, and that mine's are generally like, I think quite easy arcadey sort of games like Sonic Mania, something that's like quite chill. You sort of like.
That is
have
the
retro.
one that you remember from or go back to every year.
I watch Sonic Mania would be one.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because
you
that's
play
fun.
Sonic Mania every year.
Well, no, I would go back to it, like, you know, at the
Back
Christmas
to
time.
Christmas.
Like, you know, I'll play a
Right,
couple of levels. I won't like 100%, or you know what I mean. I'll just play it and just have a bit of nostalgia. Going, yeah, I remember when I was younger playing on the Mega Drive and having played like Sonic 1 and 2, and yeah,
I get you now.
But if there was like any sort of one I would go back to at the season times, generally it's more movies and stuff that I like to watch at Christmas.
Yeah,
Mine's is more
yeah,
like
yeah.
Muppets Christmas Carol and, you know.
Motherfucking Jingle All the Way.
Yeah.
Right. I have a few, and
Trouble time.
Hamish is going to fucking hate my first one, right?
Let me guess. Final Fantasy.
Final Fantasy 10. Because I got that game in 2002, Christmas.
Oh.
Aye, so 19 years ago, I got that game before we were going to Florida for Christmas. And I was playing it right up until we left. I think we left on like the 20th of December. And it was so cold, right, that I used to just sit and play it with a blanket wrapped around me. Like, I don't know why we never put the heating on. Fucking cheap ass dad. It was so cold that winter, right? See, when I came back from Florida, my Game Boy screen had frozen.
Fuck's sake.
I was so upset, man. I had that Game Boy for years. The other, and talking about Game Boy, Pokemon Red
Hey.
and Pokemon Gold, Christmas games for me.
Right,
Especially
okay.
Pokemon Gold, actually.
Was that
I
because you got them as gifts?
got them
at
at Christmas and
Right,
just fucking plowed through them like over the Christmas period. Pokemon is especially Christmassy. I don't know what, it must have been just getting things at Christmas.
Yeah.
The other thing, like, we only got games at Christmas. Like,
Yeah.
like, so I remember getting my SNES. I got the Super 6 Super Scope.
Yes.
I got the Super Scope. I remember getting a PlayStation and Jason got an N64 and we played GoldenEye. Like, what a fucking time, man. But Pokemon and Final Fantasy 10.
Yeah.
And now Miles Morales, because like that Christmassy feeling
Yeah.
is a great feeling, man.
I mean, are there other games set at Christmas? Surely there must be.
Bayonetta 2.
Christmas nights.
Bayonetta 2 set.
Bayonetta.
Bayonetta 2 was set at
Everything.
Christmas.
Nice.
But there's not a
Any
lot.
good games set at Christmas?
Fuck you, Hamish.
Far Cry Christmas, Hamish, I cunt.
I would say, like, I can remember.
Far Christmas.
I would say before I streamed Sonic Adventure was one of those games that I remember very fondly with Christmas, because when you got to Christmas Day and you were playing on the Dreamcast, Sonic ran about. I'm sure people ran about with Christmas hats on.
All
So
right,
I was like,
okay.
Merry Christmas from Team Sonic. I'm like, hey, that's pretty funny. I remember that. I was like, House of the Dead was always awesome playing that on Christmas Day on the Dreamcast. I remember that too. But when it came to like any sort of themed ones, it's always movies. I'm one of the types when it comes to Christmas, it's like fucking.
I will start a new Final Fantasy X every year, but never really play through it.
I think it's that nostalgia buzz. I mean, like, the remasters that you've done with that new soundtrack's fucking great.
Yeah.
And I have not touched it since I started it, and I feel bad because I was like, I wasn't really getting into it. But again, I
I've
think
got
it's
it
like,
so many consoles. Man.
Yeah.
I've got the Vita version, I've got the PS3 version, I've got the PS4 version, I've got the PS2 version,
you got the Game Pass.
I've got the Game Pass version. Like, and like, do you know what? Every time I see it, I go, ooh. But like, I play it until you get to like the Blitzball tournament ish area, and it just like that whole like, it's just so much nostalgia.
Yeah.
I love nostalgia. It's a fucking heroin for me, man.
Yeah, we hit.
Aye, like, oof.
Hit of the Titus. Hit of the Blitzball.
Aye, dun. Wow. That's Dom's. That's our new intro. If you wanted a more obnoxious intro song, Dom's.
I'm more. Hey, hold on, man. Fucking song's not obnoxious.
It goes, Dom. It goes like this. Dun.
That's not obnoxious. That's fucking a classic. You motherfuckers want to write a theme song? Then go.
Yes, let's do it here.
Go.
Write the theme tune.
Not right
Sing
now.
the theme
I'll have to
tune.
see.
I wrote one earlier.
So we do have another question.
Oh, do we?
On the
nice.
other page one for it.
Did
It's not more of a
Paige get-
question. It's more of a statement, because it was we took a picture of Paige, brought up, and it's from Tam saying, "Why is she so cute? Also tell her cock." I don't understand what it means.
I think it means cuck.
Ah, right.
Because
Oh yeah.
Jason
she-
taught her
yeah.
that her name was Cuck.
She's so cute because she's a dog. All dogs are pretty cute.
Yeah. And she's doing okay after a wee dew claw getting sore. Well, you know, these things
Operation.
happen. Wee operation. It was a wee shame, man. Wee shame. But aye, I don't think there's anything else we can want to talk about, unless, did any of you play the Battlefront beta?
Not yet. No.
No, I downloaded it
I
last
say not
night.
yet. It's like finishing
Aye,
tomorrow. but-
it was.
I played the
okay.
Halo Infinite beta.
Yeah, and I missed it, or I
Same,
wasn't working
I
for it.
fucking
It was
missed
just.
it too.
But
So good.
I seen the clip that you posted up on our TikTok. Looked pretty
Yeah.
good.
Are we going to try and stream that?
I'm going to be playing it.
I'm going to
So,
be playing it.
yeah.
Aye, I'll be playing it. Yeah, we'll do that. We need to do that either with Marvel.
You're not streaming it. You're bad. Remember when you streamed Call of Duty?
Yeah,
And
when
you were like the lowest, and you're like, guys, I don't know why I'm playing this.
Oh, because you guys have been playing it for fucking. We've had this discussion. I fucking suck at God.
We'll take turns. We'll take turns. Doing
Aye.
it, right.
Ah, there you go.
And
Then she was like
you'll
that.
take turns.
No,
You do fucking nothing. Just
I've got
slide
high
on
hopes.
over.
You do fucking nothing.
You do fucking nothing.
I've got high hopes for Halo Infinite. I enjoyed the beta.
It looked
Felt
it
smooth.
did look great.
And, yeah, no, I really did enjoy it.
It doesn't complicate it with hundreds of powers, does it?
No, you get pickups like you even get like a wee grappling gun like you do in Titanfall and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But that's the same like your wee power up like
Titanfall 2, the greatest game of all time.
like a cloak and stuff like that. And
Yeah.
that kind of thing. Nothing that would change the whole.
That's where I fell off with Reach and stuff like that. They just like
Yeah.
added loads of stuff, and I was like, I don't know about this.
No, it's good. It's good. I think we'll like it.
Good.
And it's on Game Pass, so
It is also it's the multiplayer that's coming out first, isn't it? It's multiplayer before the main game.
yeah. Back for Blood as well. We should play that. We should just
Is that out yet?
not yet, but it's out end of the month or something.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
We'll stream that then.
We'll get some multiplayer streams on anyway. Yeah.
Right, guys, that's the end of this action-packed, epic roller coaster.
I think that was a good one.
of
I think it was a good one.
podcast. Don't interrupt
I'm
me.
just saying. I think it was a good one.
Is there things you're going to do this week, Hamish?
Well, I do want to stream some Far Cry 6, mate.
Oh,
I'm not saying I'm going. I'm not saying I'm going to, but I want to.
When Dom's sitting there, he's mad skeptical eyes on, like, sure you do. Sure you do.
I do. I want. No, I said I want to. I never said I will. Right?
Say I do.
Don't hold
again,
me.
please.
I do. Yeah, don't hold me to this, but I do want to. Right? I was actually going to, and then you decided to rudely invite me to lunch today.
Rudely.
Look, if you want to play it, I'll come round and manage the stream for you.
No, I don't want you there.
Oh, I couldn't.
That means more time with you. Like, I'm not up for that.
I could even come on Discord and do it for there. But like, so you're gonna play some Far Cry 6?
Yes.
Are you gonna watch Sex Education?
Nah, probably not. I'm just gonna be honest with you, mate. Nah, probably not.
I've told Hamish that when Chainsaw Man comes out, we're watching it together.
Yeah. I'll be
So is that anything else to say?
I've got lots to say.
Dom, what are you doing this week, mate? You going to stream some other games for us?
Yeah,
please?
so I'm going to have a wee look to see.
It's about time.
Yeah, it's about time. I know. Fucking
Make
I've
that
got
cash for us,
the
bitch.
problem. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Hold on.
That's enough. Hugh.
Yeah. Do you want to see my pim hand?
Hey.
I was way weak.
Enough.
I'm being funny, Hamish. Sitting there with his tap
Being
out
rude.
on, thinking
Being
it's
rude.
fucking hard.
Being rude.
I've been streaming quite a lot for completed a couple of games and then was
I've not seen it.
yeah. I mean, I know I've really been fucking lacking
How
at
are
this.
you telling me?
I mean, WhatsApp was down. You never told me, so.
Are you telling me that I'm going to fuck you?
But I'll find something else to stream. I don't know if I'll do like a long game again for a while because the other ones, like I was thinking the Artist Escape would be great, but I would honestly think you would enjoy playing that.
Cool.
So to even say that, I mean a 4-hour one out of the way. I'm looking at maybe something a wee bit different. Like I've been enjoying having the Xbox being there, so I might switch back to PlayStation and play something else. But I don't know. I'll put it up.
Are you looking at something different because you're looking at Hugh?
I don't know. Might put on some Smash Brothers and do stuff. You know, something
play
a wee
around
bit
with
different.
Smash Bros.
But looking forward to watching more of the Squid Games stuff. Try to get that. Well, finish
Squidward.
that up. Finish the What If because that episode's out.
Yeah.
Try go and see Bond. Just try to watch a lot of stuff. I mean,
Try catch up with your media, mate.
The problem is, it's like just we've worked in the last couple of weeks. I think they just know because I'll be off near the end of October and start of November. They're like, fucking, let's work this motherfucker. Let's work this motherfucker.
If you want to go to the cinema, hit us up, man. We'll go together.
Aye.
Like a wee couple. Hamish isn't invited
Why not?
because he doesn't have an.
Because I'm never invited, mate.
Oh, here we go.
Hugh, what about yourself, man?
Well, I do want to stream, but the fact that I need to like set up everything again is putting me off. Also,
Okay, cool.
also, I need to like.
He's smiling through this.
No, I do. Like, do you know? Like, sometimes I'll sit there and I'll think, "Oh, this would be perfect time to just turn on the camera and stream
Hugh,
for a bit."
we're trying to give a nice send off to our listeners, and
But
you're bringing us down.
I am thinking. I've told Dom about my plans before. I want to do like RPG weekends where like I'd spend like a couple hours Saturday and Sunday, 3 or 4 hours a day playing
a couple
RPGs.
hours not enough for an RPG, mate.
As if you're playing, I'm going to play the SNES ones.
I'm just poking holes.
I know, but I was going to use my
He's
SNES
Swiss
Mini
cheesing it, mate.
to play Chrono Trigger and stuff like that. Do you know what stops me? When I'm drinking alcohol and I wake up at like 2 in the day.
Yeah.
So like, I am sober tonight. So, if I'm streaming at like 9 tomorrow morning, you know why.
Aye.
I'm also wanting to finish Life is Strange. I want to go see Shang-Chi. And I'm hoping that we can maybe sort out to do another podcast pretty quick.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
The reason
I
that our
enjoy the
podcast
podcast.
become pretty disjointed, I think, is because we've got so much to say now. Because we spend
Yeah,
quite a lot of time
yeah,
away from each
yeah.
other.
Nah, I mean, like, I struggled to remember a week ago, so...
Also, we need to probably hang out without recording it.
God, no.
Yeah,
I'll hang
so-
out more than I have to.
Pay attention to Instagram for when we're streaming, because it might just be spur of the moment.
Yep.
Dom will probably put his up in the morning. You're probably Monday, and you.
Mostly Monday or Tuesday. Yeah.
Hamish will probably
I'm
pick
off-
Monday as well.
I'm
so-
off on Sunday. I may actually stream on Sunday. This isn't going to be out by Sunday.
No.
Disregard that.
But
just keep an eye.
just keep an eye.
Yeah. You watch us, right? We're the streamers here, right? You just fucking you'd be lucky that we're streaming. Right?
Hugh and Hamish
That's
use the word.
that's outro's taking forever.
Hamish uses the word streamer lightly.
Jesus.
He's like, hold on, who's got all the money? The fucking king streamer.
Aye, I'm making a joke. He's the one actually taking your labour. Anyway, aye, just watch us play games, please. And we'll catch you next time when I'm not hosting. And that's a bye for Hamish.
Bye, everyone. Thank you for listening. Well done for making it this far, if you did.
It's always a fucking book.
I'm just trying to be nice, alright? Fuck you.
And it's a goodbye from Dom.
Oh, guys, that's not recording.
Fuck off.
Bye, guys.
It's bye from Hugh. We'll see you next time.
You didn't say bye.
Bye.
As a bye from Hugh, just, you know, you'll
I said
get
bye
it.
in a sentence.
You said it's a bye from Hugh.
This is why we only talk like this.
Yeah, and I hate it.
I hate you too.
Turn that shit off, though.